Good evening and welcome to Darling Stadium here in Hampton, Virginia for tonight's VHSL playoff football game between the Indian River Braves and the home team, the Crabbers from Hampton High School. This is Frank Edgar, joined by Wube Gabre to bring you the ball game tonight on a crisp Friday night here in the fall at Darling. A beautiful night for football, Wube, and we expect to see a wonderful game.
Rematch from last year's playoff game, Indian River versus Hampton. Devin Hunter, Daz Newsome, All-American playmakers on each team, so I'm looking forward to this one.
Indian River comes in at 7-4, having defeated the Bethel Bruins last week in the first round. Crabbers had a little difficult start last week against their Peninsula District rivals, the Warwick Raiders, but got by. They are 10-1. What do you expect out of the Crabbers tonight?
I expect Daz Newsome to get the ball and take care of business, but the offense and defensive line are key for Hampton. If they can establish the run and use their girth up front, then they should be fine.
Now, on the Indian River side, you mentioned Devin Hunter. Tell the fans a little bit about Devin.
Well, he's an All-American. He has a laundry list of schools that want him. So he's going to be a playmaker. He's a great player. He's an All-American. You know, he was a little took a back seat to last year's team, but this year he's the man. He does it all. I kind of compare him to a Daz Newsome version of Indian River. He's all over the field.
Listed on the roster as athlete.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
not running back, not wide receiver,
right.
Athlete.
Right.
And it's an apt description of him. Well, we got a chance to talk to head coach Glenwood Farabee of Indian River. Let's take a listen. Well, I've got Indian River head coach Glenwood Farabee with me tonight. Coach, welcome back to the Peninsula. You had a pretty good year this year.
Yeah, good to be back. Thanks.
You were over at HU for a while, were you not?
Yeah, I was over there for a year. Things didn't work out the way I had planned, but it's good to be back in football.
Well, it's good to have you back over here. It's your second visit to Darling Stadium in a year. Had a successful visit last year against these same Hampton Crabbers. What do you expect out of your team tonight?
I expect the same type of game. Last year it was a tough game, came down to the wire. I think the fumble at the end of the game made a difference. So I think they well coached. So it's going to be a tough game just like it was last year.
Well, you lost a few good players to graduation. By my count, I think 4 went Division I. You have to fill some spots. Have you been able to do that this year?
Yeah, we've done a pretty good job of that. The thing with this team, they're playing well as a unit. Sometimes when you don't have a lot of star guys, the guys gel a lot better when they're out there playing as a unit. So that's how we've been able to get over the hump with the guys playing together.
Now, who should the fans at home be watching when they watch this game tonight?
Of course, Devin Hunter. He's one of the top players in the country. Quarterback Keyshawn Brown. Linebacker Dietrich Perkins, and wide receiver Jameek Knight. Those guys are going to impact the game like they did all year. So I expect big things from them tonight, too.
Now, you played a Peninsula team twice this year, the Bethel Bruins. They beat you the first game of the year, and then you beat them last week. What do you expect out of the Hampton Crabbers that you've seen in Bethel? Because Bethel gave Hampton a pretty good run this year.
I expect them to come out. We came here last year and beat them. So I expect them to come out with a revenge type mentality and play hard, so the same results don't happen. So we expect them to come out and play tough and to play hard and to play smart.
Well, you've had another great year. Anybody else that you can think that's contributed? I know you have a guy that had a couple of interceptions for you against Grassfield this year. Tell the fans a little bit about him.
Unfortunately, he won't be playing tonight. Brandon Manley is who you're speaking of. He won't be playing tonight. But Isaiah Hyman had 2 picks against Bethel last week playing cornerback. So we got a lot of guys that impact the game, but the good thing is it's different week, it's different guy, different guy. So we expect somebody to step up in Brandon Manley's place tonight.
Well, terrific. Well, it's great to have you back here on the Peninsula. Good luck to you tonight. Coach Glenwood Farabee with Indian River High School. Well, tough news for Coach Farabee tonight. An unexpected announcement that Manley's not going to play. So big shoes to fill for the Braves.
Yeah, that's a huge loss. I mean, Manley's been the captain on defense, and that's a huge loss. I think Christopher's going to take his spot, but that's a huge loss for them on defense.
And, of course, the playoffs wouldn't be the playoffs without the Hampton Crabbers. Mike Smith back in with his squad.
Yeah.
We were looking at the history. Mike actually got his 400th win against these same Indian River Braves back in 2008. He's now going for his 475th victory tonight.
Wow.
So we got a chance to catch up with Mike Smith after he had a withering interview with Bruce Rader, and Mike had a little bit left for us. Well, I'm with Coach Mike Smith of Hampton High School. Mike, another year, another set of playoffs. How do you feel coming in tonight against Indian River?
Challenged.
Well, they beat you last year right here. Do you expect I know you expect a different outcome. Do you expect any different effort from your team or a different strategy tonight?
Well, I don't think it was the effort last year. We played really well the first half. Second half, we just, we didn't play quite as well, and Bubba had hurt his shoulder, so we weren't able to throw the ball very well, and gave up. Had 3 guys in coverage on a tip pass that they scored on toward the end of the game and beat us by 4 points. So, yeah, that was last year. We beat them year before that and year before that. So you just kind of take it as it comes. This is a different year, different set of circumstances, different kids. So you play your best. It's a game. So I think we'll play fine.
You feel like you're playing the best football you played all year?
Well, I thought we played a little sloppy that night at times. I thought we played well, and actually in the end didn't give up a lot of yardage, but
good evening, ladies
made
and
some
gentlemen.
mental errors. We've got to correct those.
What do we know? You've got Daz Newsome. You know he's going to have a target on him tonight. Who's going to step in and help him tonight?
Well, I think the Smith kids really ran the ball well all year.
That's the library and the west. That's the park ends of the field, as well as under both sidelines.
So
also, there is no standing or sitting in the
depends.
Or standing
I think
around
Dad's
the
still
fence
going to be focus point for them. Smith's going to help. They'll get something from the quarterback who played well. So it all starts in the offensive line. So we've got to do a good job there on offense and on defense in the line.
Well, your lines have looked good, especially towards the end of the year.
Well, I think they played. We had a little bit of a problem there early on in the third game. Second game, we came back. Second half of the Woodside game, played really well. Elijah had been out. He came back. Made a big difference in our play. So he's playing well right now, and it's a fun game, That's what it's all about, the competition.
Well, it's a beautiful night here at Darling Stadium. It's going to be a great ball game. Good luck to you and the Crabbers tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank
Coach Mike Smith. Well, it's good to get a chance to talk with Mike. He was being grilled down there on with Friday night fights or flights, whatever they call it, with Bruce Rader.
Right.
But you can see Mike was a little distracted. The Indian River team got here rather late tonight, and they've now gone off the field. They've left a couple captains out there, and that's about it. We'll see who gets the coin toss here. The Indian River Braves beat the Crabbers last year in an upset, and it's remarkable that that Mike Smith remembers all those plays from last year.
He remembers a lot of details, small details too. But yeah, they beat him in the I guess now it's the conference championship game last year. So I'm sure the players remember that as well. So they're trying to get a little bit of revenge this year.
We thought we might have had the sound from the head official out there, but we don't. So we'll just have to watch Steve Fryer out there with Alan, our intern. And you see Daz Newsome right there in the foreground, number 5. Keep an eye on him. Devin Hunter for Indian River wears number 7.
Has won the toss and is
Sean Brown, the
elected to
quarterback
receive.
for Indian River, transferred from Granby. He's a starter. He's a senior.
And the smaller of the 2 quarterbacks we saw, had a big backup quarterback out there with him warming up, doing the toss. So the Indian River Braves actually run off the field. I don't know. Being that they arrived late, I'm surprised they've let them leave the field like that. But you see our veteran official crew. We got Alan Denton crew with us tonight. He's joined with Will Gibbs, John Lewis, Andy Samaglio, Eddie Raines, Anthony Mons, and Kenny Haynes, and Herman Drone, of course, up here with us in the booth, working the clock in the playoffs. Second week of the playoffs, Wu-Bei, you got to win 5 games and win the state title. A lot of football left to play. What do you think we're going to see out of the Crabbers? We've seen them pound Phoebus this year. We've seen them slip by Bethel. Both playoff teams. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we alluded to it a few weeks ago how Hampton didn't throw the ball at all. So it'd be interesting to see if they throw or just give it to Daz, let him run the ball like he's been doing all season, or later part of the season. So we just never know with Mike Smith. He might switch it up, but I'm assuming that we'll see Daz a lot in the run game.
Well, we certainly will see him, and you heard Coach Smith mention Traquan Smith. You and I have liked Traquan Smith in the games we've seen, a bigger running back, a little more traditional shape. Daz Newsome, a tall, lean young man, very athletic. but much thinner than Smith. Smith comes in and gives them some really good yards.
Yeah, I think like you said earlier, they might switch it up and run Daz on the outside and maybe give Smith some opportunities in between the tackles. So
well, Smith was 720 yards on the ground and 6 touchdowns, and that's about half what Daz had. Daz comes in tonight, folks, with 33 touchdowns in 11 games.
33 in 11
33 touchdowns. Wow. And many of them have been magnificent displays of athleticism. The 103-yard interception return against Phoebus was probably my favorite of the year, where he made the interception with one hand and then outraced a very good #1 seed in Division III, the Phoebus Phantom defense, or in that case the offense, and was able to score a touchdown.
And then, of course, the punt return he had earlier in that game, and the reception, the 64-yard touchdown reception. So, I mean, he had 4 touchdowns last week against Warwick. So, I mean, he's an awesome player. I'm just fortunate enough to watch him his senior year here at Hampton.
Well, we're going to see Indian River. They come on the field now. They're in the white uniforms. Hampton in the home black with the red numerals and the red helmets. And the Crabbers await. Jesus Valenzuela, the kicker for the Crabbers, has had a wonderful year. A terrific kicker, which is nice to say about the Crabbers. There have been years where they literally haven't had a kicker, and especially since they lost some of those guys that went off and kicked like Mike Husted, who kicked in the pros. But Valenzuela's done a great job.
It's definitely a weapon for Hampton. Special teams is so important, especially in the playoffs. And I'm sure they're gonna need him sometime during the playoffs.
Yeah, that's one thing. We were talking with Matt Hatfield of Virginia Preps ahead. We were able to get some information about Indian River from Matt Hatfield, and he gave us some terrific information.
Absolutely.
But he said watch the special teams, that Hampton special teams, of course, with Newsom and then with Valenzuela have been superb this year. We'll see what Indian River brings with them tonight. I know they're excited to be here. Second year in a row they've made it to this level of the playoffs, and the Crabbers certainly want to square that record, at least in the last 2 years. So it was 2008 the Crabbers beat him in the playoffs for Mike Smith's 400th win. Let's see if he can get his 475th against the same Indian River Braves. Here's Valenzuela with the kick.
Kicks it off. Number 4, Jameek Knight gets the kickoff. He has room on the near side. Oh, good close by Hampton as he gets to about the 40-yard line. About a 30-yard return on that kickoff.
Well, Jameek Knight was a guy that Coach Farabee mentioned to us, a guy we've been watching or looking up and seeing some video of him this year. We're very pleased with his, they're very pleased with his performance this year, the senior. So now out come the Braves here, 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. Good run back by Knight.
Great run back by Knight. As you see, Keyshawn Brown, the senior from transfer from Granby, in the shotgun. Hampton adjusts. Number 19, Hyman, goes in motion. He's looking that way to far side. Keyshawn Brown goes back to pass. He sees an open receiver, and it's complete to Jeremy Knight, the guy we just talked about on the kickoff return. Good pass from Brown to Knight.
Well, it was Knight, one where Knight had to come back to the pass. So not a bad defense by the Crabbers. It just seemed to take a long time for the lineman to get to him. So 1st and 10 there for the Braves. They're in the Crabber territory at the 49.
And we talked about earlier how other players have to step up. They went on the opposite side of where Devin Hunter, the All-American, was. This time it's a bobble. Devin Hunter gets it. He makes something out of nothing, and good tackle.
Real good tackle that time by the Crabbers. That's number 54, wasn't it? Excuse me, no, it was Ezekiel, Elijah Conliffe. We were trying to see
these numbers.
They're brutal.
It looks like it was 54. Majette was on that tackle there, Frank. Hard to see.
Well, you can see the speed of Hunter there on that play.
That's why he's everybody's All-American from Indian River High School. Brown in the shotgun. Devin Hunter. This time it's going to be a pass to Jameek Knight. They're using him a lot in the offense. He gets a good move, and he has room on the far side, and he's tackled after a first down. Jameek Knight with two receptions, actually, in this first quarter.
Looked like a defensive breakdown there as there was nobody at level with Knight on the line of scrimmage.
Looks like Indian River's playing somewhat of a hurry-up offense now, not getting in the huddle. But Hampton is used to doing that as well on offense.
Jeremy Knight, 5'9", 170-pounder. He's a senior.
Shotgun. Keyshawn Brown and then the shotgun once again. Devin Hunter. Hyman goes in motion.
Hunter bigger than his quarterback, taller than his quarterback.
Now Hyman goes back in motion. Goes to Hunt. It goes to that's the All-American Hunter as he gets the run up the middle, first down, close to a first down for Indian River.
Little emotion out there as Daz Newsome makes the tackle. Then they come face mask to exchange greetings after that play.
We're talking to his dad earlier, and they're actually pretty good friends. Actually, I went on a trip last week together up to Maryland.
That's where Daz Newsome's going to go to college. At least that's what he says now.
Shotgun. You know, they got this time. They have the fullback Darren Sampson. Flags on the play. Looks like a false start on Indian River. Hyman going in motion. Looks like it's confusing Hampton a little
Prior
bit.
to the snap, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Sorry, that's Cromwell.
Cromwell's
in motion.
Cromwell.
He goes in motion and confuses Hampton. But they got the false start. They confused themselves actually on that play. You see Mike Smith with the headset off.
Second now about 6. So
Indian River moving the ball pretty effectively so far against Hampton's defense.
seem to be waiting a long time for the Braves to get the play in. Here they go. Near side is Jarian Christopher, 6-foot sophomore receiver, wearing number 15. Now they start the clock.
Brown, shotgun again. This time he goes back to Hunter. He goes far side. He has a little bit of room, but he's closed in by that Hampton defense. That defensive line looks like it's
well, good pursuit out there. I was going to say Johnny Gaskins pushed him out that way, but
hard to see. It looks like Majette was on that tackle again.
In fact, folks, you can probably see it better at home on the high-definition cameras and screen at your house. There's Elijah Cunliffe, number 55 for the Crabbers on the left defensive end.
There's Cromwell again in motion. Brown this time goes to Hunter again, and he's tackled behind Majette again on the tackle. He's all over the field early on.
A good tackle out there by the Crabbers, and way to stop that offense movement as Juice Majette. And Majette one that we didn't expect him to get this start tonight, but so far I know Mike Smith's glad he's got it.
He's made a couple adjustments on defense.
4th and 5 and 4 receivers to the right. Now one moves back. That's Knight going to the left side, 14.
Looks like they're gonna go for it here. They got trips near side. Shotgun, Brown. He's gonna throw it. It's gonna be complete to number 15 for Indian River.
Cam Stevenson gets beat on that play, and he's played very well in the corner position for the Crabbers this year, but that time just got blown by a little bit. You'll see him here at the bottom of your screen. Come into play right there.
Good play. That's Christopher.
Jarian Christopher, 6-foot sophomore, makes the catch.
Sophomore. Good play by the sophomore.
And a good throw.
Brown, shotgun. This time Jameek Knight goes in motion. He fakes the Knight, and Brown keeps it. He goes far side. He's going to get closed in. Looks like 3. Daz Newsome actually got in on that tackle, along with Travion Davis.
A good patience by the Crabbers. They just a couple of yards.
I like how Indian River is mixing it up on offense.
Yeah, the Crabbers knew they were going to see a lot of different things out of Brown tonight. Dual threat.
Yeah.
He can run it. He can pass it. Crabbers get another guy on defense. That's always a good idea. Get 11.
He's 2nd and 10 at the 11. Brown calling out the play. He's in shotgun. Devin Hunter's behind him. Goes back to Hunter up the middle, right up the middle, and it's a touchdown, untouched. Touchdown, Indian River. Devin Hunter, the All-American.
Hunter, if you can see, what an athlete he is. That's why they list him as one.
Yeah, that's right.
But right up the middle there, something that Brown saw is he audible to that play. So the Braves move ahead 6-0 here with a chance to push it up to 7 here. And the kick of number 88, Grant Defoe. The holder, number 16, DeAndre Owens.
High snap, he gets it, and it's going to be good. 7-0 Indian River.
So the Braves go ahead with just over 4 minutes gone. So here's the play right here. It's hard to see from Stephen Fryer's camera at this level. You see, but right up the middle. Don't miss him there.
Barely touched. And he looks at Daz, his buddy.
He and Daz have already done some talking. And I imagine they discussed this game last week.
Oh, I'm sure.
Hunter, 6'2", 215-pounder, has all the big Division I schools on his wish list. We don't know yet where he's headed. So the Crabber defense yields here on the first drive. Let's see if the offense can level this game. Daz Newsom goes back to return the kick. Joined back there, but that's Traquan Smith on the near side. Now, just your picture on the right. Camera shot. Steve Fryer doing the great camera work down there on the ground.
The foul looks like a little swim kick. And they're going to, I thought they would let it go out of bounds, but they get it and return it. Looks like that's Cam Stevenson on the return.
And they thought they're going to get an easy run back from him. They're not. He's a good runner,
right.
Backup quarterback, cornerback.
Of course, you see they're trying to keep it away from Daz.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're going to try to keep it away from him all night. Let's see if the Crabbers can get the ball to their big star, Daz Newsom, headed to the University of Maryland next fall. It was nice to catch up with his father, Myron Newsom, a Virginia Tech grad. Here come the Hampton starters for you. DJ Nunn's the quarterback, Traquan Smith the fullback, Newsom the running back, then Grogan's at tight end. Split in is Burnell Pulley, Jaquarius Bellamy the flanker, and the line Powell, Volk, Henderson, Conliff, and Red. It's a big offensive line.
It's right there. Looks like Traquan Smith gets the first carry, and he stopped.
We thought we might see a few more carries by Smith tonight than we've seen recently in the games. Smith, the classic running back, and with 700 yards on the year. Here's the defensive lineup for Indian River. See Justin White at the line, Sampson, Smiley, and Dixon. And Manley not in the lineup tonight. Hyman in, and we don't know who else took the linebacker play.
Christopher's going to replace
Christopher's in him for him. And you can see the rest of the guys there with Knight as the safety, number 4, standing about 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
So that was a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 39. Trips near side. DJ Nunn in the shotgun. This time he goes. He fakes the pitch to Smith, and he gets the carry. It's going to be close to a first down. Good play by DJ Nunn. We've seen that a lot this season, Frank.
Good spot over here for Nunn. Nunn picked up 262 yards on the ground during the season with 7 touchdowns. So he's no rookie when it comes to rushing the ball. He got a good spot there. I thought his decision in the last minute to take a left turn was going to hurt him, but he was able to pick up the first down.
See that good fake. They all went to Smith, and Nunn gets the carry.
Oh, they're going to go to Smith, and they're going to go to Daz Newsom trying to. The Crabbers need to take advantage of that.
Christopher was on the tackle on that last play. This time Nunn's in shotgun. This time it goes to Smith right up the middle. Good run by Smith, Traquan Smith. That's another first down for Hampton.
And that shows you that offensive line. The line is actually, the weight is about the same, but the height is different. And the Crabbers a much bigger line than most of their opponents. To give you an idea, Volk is 6'4", Conliff 6'5", Henderson 6 foot, Red 6'5".
That's a basketball front court.
And Powell 6'3". Yeah. That really is. They average, quick math skills, I'm going to say 280.
yeah, for sure.
On the offensive line. You see the big, that's Conliff on the left tackle spot. Good trap block there by the guard on the left side. That looked like Henderson on the left guard. It really trapped his man and opened up the hole for his running back. So you see Traquan Smith, number 32. Carried the ball 115 times in the season.
That's one of Hampton's biggest fans.
Oh, yeah. Seen a lot of good football from down that spot.
But like you said, we talked to Myron Newsom, Daz Newsom's dad. Got some good information about why he picked Maryland and the visit, and some of the former players that always come back and support this Crabber program.
Myron has been a huge supporter of his alma mater.
Time it's Daz Newsom back in the backfield. Direct snap to Daz. Fakes the handoff. He gets room up on the near side. That good tackle made by number 15, Christopher, who's filling in for Manley at linebacker. Good open field tackle by Christopher.
Another good trap block by number 60, Derek Henderson, but no other block on the outside could free up Daz Newsom.
And you see both teams trying to incorporate their All-Americans in the game. Start out not giving them the ball. This time Smith and Nunn get the carry, and now Daz gets his first carry of the game on a direct snap.
Well, we didn't get a lot of talking time before the game, but we expected the Crabbers to have to go to the air tonight to win this ball game.
Here you see Daz. This time he gives it to Smith. He stopped early, but he gets a couple yards, carrying a couple players along with him.
And like Darren Sampson there, number 30, was able to hang on to him long enough, but Smith drags him a few yards, picks up a couple. Third and about 4 for the Crabbers. There's a good picture of
5'11",
Sampson
215
right
junior. So it'll be 3rd and 4 at the 30. Definitely 4 down territory, I would assume, but we'll see. 3rd and 4.
Crabbers with a senior-heavy team.
Especially on that offensive defensive line.
Well, it's the same line.
Yeah.
There's Cameron Laporte comes on, who's the youngster.
Daz gets the fake, and he gets the ball near side. He tries to cut it in, but he gets the first down. He is so quick, folks.
And a real good run there. And Sampson tried to lock him up, couldn't do it that time. You can run past Sampson, you're doing something. Yeah?
Well, it looks like he was stopped. You look at the replay.
There's Sampson
right
being blocked
Yeah.
by Conliffe. And he comes back into play and misses the tackle. Number 33 for the Braves.
Dijon Yearling is a linebacker, 5'9", 190 senior. Haven't seen DJ Nunn in a few plays. Now it's Daz Newsome under center this time. This time it goes to Smith. He's stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and Indian River's defensive line gets there. Ball is out. Looks like it's going to be on the ground.
We're going to see what they call it. They look like they called him down with his forward progress. We've got maybe a fraction of a yard. No gain.
No gain. Like DJ Nunn's back in there.
He picked up, yeah, but they knows the football. So
it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 18. 5:10 left in the first quarter. 7-0 Indian River early on.
Both teams moving the ball well.
Newsome near side on the draw, quarterback draw. He has room on the near side, and he gets a good gain. First down, close to a first down for Hampton.
And Dietrich Perkins on the tackle wearing number 10. That's the one we were talking about earlier. He wears a couple different numbers, but it looks like Perkins there. But not before Daz picks up the first down. Real good block by Conliffe, the left tackle. Look at him. Holds Sampson up and pushes him away just long enough to let his running back get by.
You see they're using a direct snap more, Frank, than Daz in the backfield.
Getting him the ball any way they can.
So it'll be 1st and goal from the 5 for Hampton. Looks like Daz is back in with Traquan Smith near him.
Daz going big quarterback.
Daz gets it again. He's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Hampton.
And
that look
runs,
easy.
And runs right into Hunter, and the two greet on this end. So the two friends that got to travel up to see a football game last week greet at each other's touchdown. So the two stars get the 2 touchdowns.
This greeting was a little different than the last one up in Maryland. But it's a touchdown. Hampton is Daz Newsome goes near side, follow that big offensive line we talked about earlier, and he got in the end zone. Yep.
Conliffe and I believe it's Derek Henderson playing left guard tonight, doing a great job. Now here comes Valenzuela, who I think could be a key to this ball game for the Crabbers.
Absolutely. See
if he can get one up and through and tie this game. He gets it up all right.
That's good.
But he's got a leg on him. So Jesus Valenzuela ties the game at 7. 4:21 to go here in the first quarter. What do you think so far, Wube?
Well, Indian River went down the field with the passing game. Hampton didn't pass that drive, so it looks like Hampton's going to stick with the run. They saw how easy it was on that drive. It looks like Indian River's going to do more of a mix-up, so Hampton's defense has to adjust.
So it's a direct snap. Nice block there by Smith to open up the lane, and in goes Daz, and he and Hunter talk. Two good athletes.
Where they're going to dinner afterwards.
And they're probably so. We'll talk about where they're going to go after they finish 4 years of Division I football school.
Right. That was good to see Hampton respond on that drive.
Now the defense is going to have to step up. 2 quick drives by the offenses. Valenzuela to kick off.
There's Jermeek Knight and Devin Hunter back deep for Indian River.
Hunter way on the far side from the booth. So I imagine it's going to go to Knight.
No, they kicked to Hunter.
No, they kicked to Hunter.
Oh, man. Hunter gets it at the 5.
And he's got running.
Going up the room, and he's going to get tackled at around the 27-yard line.
Well, a good coverage by the Crabbers. Ball didn't hang up as long as Valenzuela wanted it to, but Hunter tries to take it right up the middle, and good stop. So the Crabber defense comes back on the field.
So Indian River trying to avoid Daz on the kicking game. Hampton kicks it right to Hunter.
I think that shows a little bit about Mike Smith.
Yeah.
He's going to go after the guys.
All right, Indian River at the 20, looks like goes to Jameek Knight. He's been a busy guy in this first quarter. He gets the far side and gets a couple good blocks. He gets out of bounds around the 45. He's been a busy guy for Indian River as they go away from Hunter, and Jameek Knight is the man they go to on the far side on a nice pass from Keyshawn Brown.
Well, nobody seems to have the assignment. Oh, there is a hold out there, and that's going to be on the far side, and that's why Knight was when he got open on that. He caught the ball, and you saw the other receiver making the block. He must have held on to him a little long. So holding penalty is going to cost the Braves a first down.
Holding on the offense, 10 yards from the spot of that foul. Remains first down.
You know, Ube, in these playoff games, 10-yard penalties can really be devastating. And the team that starts moving here, the ball, if the first one to stop moving the ball on offense is going to be in trouble.
Absolutely. Now the ball's on the 24-yard line of Indian River. First and 10. Brown in the shotgun. He goes back to pass. He's looking at number 14 for Indian River.
And he had fallen down. That's
which is Jonathan Griffin.
Griffin, a playmaker. We expect big things out of him tonight, but that time he slipped out there right around the 40.
Yeah, he scored a touchdown last week against Bethel in that playoff win against the Bruins that eliminated them.
Yeah, the line gets ready to go here. The Braves are not going to give the Crabbers any time to think between plays.
Moving quick. Brown back in the shotgun again. He goes back to pass. This time it's intended for, looks like that's Christopher.
See, and Stevenson that time saw him coming. They're playing zone coverage, and he saw him, but couldn't get there in time to stop the pass from being completed. But he does hold him where he caught it.
There's a flag on the play, looks from what I.
On the near side over here.
See, they're moving so quick that we can't see the flag.
Yep.
That's an illegal motion on Indian River. As you see
Stevens sees it coming. In fact, if I had to predict something, Cam Stevens is going to pick off a pass tonight because the throws are good, but not great. They're not sharp, and Stevens is a terrific corner.
6 men on the line of scrimmage, offense. 5-yard penalty.
So the fancy offensive setting cost the Braves. And they have to move it back 5 yards. We'll see where it starts.
It'll be second and 19 from the 24. Indian River trips. And Christopher Griffith.
There's a lot of confusion out here. They've got
motion going all over the place. Cromwell goes in motion.
Two receivers on the wrong
along
side.
with Christopher. Devin Hunter is in the backfield. Brown, shotgun. Jameek goes in motion. He's going to fake the pass. He's under pressure. It goes to Devin Hunter. He bounces off of a tackle and still on his feet. Tries to run somebody over. But he gets out of bounds, and it's going to be a late hit on Hampton. And then, and a little shoving match going on.
And that should be another penalty right on Hunter. The first one clearly was on Hampton's.
That was Daz
Newsome, but that should have been a penalty on Hunter as well. I didn't see a second flag, though. And the official's going to have to get a hold of this game early.
Wow. Daz probably didn't think he was going to go out of bounds.
Well, he was right on the line, and tough call about whether he was out or not. Let's see what the officials do. They're talking now. Dead ball foul, personal foul on Hampton. That's all they're going to call.
Yeah.
Well, if they don't get a hold of the second guy there, they're going to have trouble all night. It's going to be tension-filled this evening.
Did you see when looks like Hampton Crabber, the helmet came off on the first initial hit?
Well, that was the hit, and they should have had a wrap-up tackle back there. I didn't quite get the number of who that was.
Dead ball, late hit. Defense, 15 yards from the end of the one. It remains third down.
Oh, that's right. High school is not an automatic first down, so it's going to be 3rd and 4 for Indian River.
Now, see, they've got two receivers over here and only one cornerback, and the quarterback's bound to see that. He looks over to the sideline to Farabee. Coach is saying, hey, get his offensive end.
Now it's going to be a timeout.
2 men moving, I think.
Prior to the snap. False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
So the Braves having trouble with all this newfangled offensive sets aren't doing them any good as they're confusing themselves. So now it's 39. That's a big penalty right there.
Huge. You put him in a manageable situation in 3rd and 4. Now it's 39 for Indian River. Keyshawn Brown in shotgun. Oh, here's the play right here with Devin. It looks like that's Davis.
Yeah, Travion Davis.
Here's the late hit by Daz. He's cleared out of bounds, and he just back to live action. Oh, good play by Daz to break it up. It was a pass by Brown. Looks like it was intended for number 14.
Well, the better play was as Daz leaped over the bench, and then I think he may have leaped over an Indian River cheerleader.
Yeah.
Let's see over there.
Griffith, it was the pass intended for Jonathan Griffith. Looks like they're going to go back to punt now, Indian River is.
Well, what I thought might come true has come true already, which is that these passes are not as sharp as they should be. The guys are open for a second, but the ball's not there yet, and that time Daz Newsom read that.
Daz Newsom back to punt. They received the punt. It's 23. Brian Griffith back to punt for Indian River.
Texas Tech spread on the offensive line.
Gets it off, and it kicks away from Daz. They're trying to get it away from Daz as much as possible. As the ball looks like it's going to roll out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
Yeah. Well, good defensive stand by the Crabbers. Let's see if they can come back on offense now.
I guess Indian River must have heard an old broadcast of me screaming. They didn't want him to get the ball and have me scream his name again. So kick it away from him again, just like they did in the kickoff earlier.
A lot of confusion on their offense, and we didn't see that in the first series, and yet now when I thought they certainly had the mismatch down here on the near side and had a penalty that cost them an opportunity. Let's see if the Crabbers can keep the offensive machine moving here. They've got 4 receivers.
It looks like it's Nunn in the shotgun. Goes back to, this time he's going to pass the ball. It's going to be incomplete.
And no flag. I thought there might be, but it was a well-timed. Since there's no flag, it was a very well-timed defensive play. That's number, was it 12?
Number 21. That's 21. Kobe Kinnebrew. Looks like it was intended for Stevenson.
So Kinnebrew getting some playing time. The junior, 5'8", 145-pounder. Excuse me, 5'10", 180-pounder. And a good defensive play that time. 2nd and 10 for the Crabbers.
That was Nunn's first pass attempt.
In about a month.
Yeah.
I know he's thrown more than that.
So going to Smith. He stopped him in the backfield.
So both defenses reacting on the second drive a little better than they did on the first. 3rd and about 11 for the Crabbers here in their own territory.
Yeah, that's correct, Frank. The defensive coordinators are adjusting to the offenses now. So DJ Nunn, good look at the senior DJ Nunn. Coach Mike Smith wears the headset now. 3rd and 11 from the 35, 2:52 and counting left in the first quarter. That's DJ Nunn in the shotgun.
And this line can hold this rush. It's a rush.
Looks like it was a bobble. Pass is incomplete, intended for Cam Stevenson.
Bad pass from Newsom that time. He threw it behind him.
Well, he bobbled the snap, and that took off his timing, and he threw it behind Stevenson.
There comes Valenzuela. You know Valenzuela by the orange shoes.
Jameek Knight's going to be back receiving the punt. He's been busy on offense. Venezuela, as we said, is going to be a key in this game. He gets the punt, gets it off. So short punt.
And it may hit him. I was going to say it may almost hit that Brave out there, which would have given them ball to the Crabbers. But
that's 26. Jamal Rushing wasn't paying attention, and he almost cost Indian River the turnover.
The fumble.
Yeah.
So both second offensive drives by the teams fail, and now the Braves come back out for their 3rd attempt.
So Indian River has mixed up the plays pretty well. I'm impressed with their offense. I mean, they're not. I was under the impression they were going to just give it to Hunter every down, but they actually mix it around a little bit. Jameek Knight's been a busy guy. Christopher's caught a couple passes. Not Hyman, but Griffith's been. Yeah. Cromwell's been all over the place too. So they've mixed it up a lot here on offense for Indian River. Brown, this time he goes to Hunter, far side, gets a good block, but
nothing there on the corner.
Hampton defense closes in on that tackle.
Well, the defensive ends have done a good job so far for the Crabbers.
It's like Conliffe and Davis were in on a tackle for Hampton.
Yeah, the defensive line of Jalen Powell, Elijah Conliffe, Ezekiel Volk, Cameron Laporte. Yeah, Dr. Jeffrey Smith, the superintendent of the Hampton City Schools, enjoying a ball game here at Darling. Good crowd for Hampton. The Indian River crowd a little late arriving tonight.
Shotgun. Got Hunter up the middle. He's got some room. He has almost broke it.
Well, Hunter, it's hard to even say if he's got the ball. He carries it in such a casual manner under his left hand. Here they go. Crabbers have got to wake up. They're about ready to go, and here comes the Braves. Now they got 3 receivers and 2 defensive backs on the left side, and they throw to the guy that doesn't have anyone. And they had too much motion. Indian River with too much motion.
So they're almost confusing themselves, trying to confuse Hampton.
Well, they did. The guy they threw it to, Knight, was not set, and that's going to cost them 5 yards.
Snap. False start.
I can understand the urgency of trying to go fast, but the Crabbers were not ready.
Right.
And had 2 defensive backs with to defend 3 receivers.
Really impressed with Keyshawn Brown, transferring from Granby. His first year starting at Indian River, and he's looked pretty good. Brown, back to pass. Again, Christopher is drops it and almost intercepted Cam, and you called it, Frank.
I really think Cam Stevens is going to pick one off tonight. He's in the right spot.
He just misjudged that one. I guess he was almost anticipating Christopher to make the catch and didn't go for the ball.
Here's a play. Brown back, looks off his defender. That's good. Just a drop there.
That would have been
through the hand of Jerry and Christopher, the sophomore.
And nobody was in front of him. 2nd and 15 from the 45.
They're spread again.
For Indian River. Brown, back to pass. It's going deep. And that is going to be caught.
That's number 14 out there, Jonathan Griffin, the senior. 6 foot 1 inches tall, 190 pounder. He's up for the first down.
As Indian River comes back to the line, they're going to try to run on a hurry up here.
Nothing real sneaky here.
Hampton's trying to get players off the field.
They can't. Indian River just can't get going that fast. Here comes Hunter up in the middle.
And he's tackled in the backfield. Again, another helmet falls off for Hampton.
It's, looks like number 75 for the Crabbers, Ezekiel Volk. He's got to come off, put the helmet on. Better check those straps. So here come the Braves.
Brown, shotgun, going back to pass. It's going to be Jameek Knight. Good tackle in the backfield. Great hit.
It's great anticipation. Just mauled Knight that time.
And that's Davis.
Is that Travion Davis?
Travion Davis on the tackle. Good play.
Davis 5'7", 175 pounds, and he had all 175 pounds off the ground and headed into the receiver. Knight did well to hang on to the ball. So the Crabbers pushing the Braves backwards here between penalties and good defensive play.
3rd and 15 from the 41. Brown goes back to pass. Again, he's overthrown. This time he overthrows Griffin. And that's going to be 4th down. Again, Indian River starts to drive off very impressively, and then they get caught up in penalties and incomplete passes.
Well, as you look over the shoulder of Coach Mike Smith, I can tell you, Griffin showed a little bit of hesitancy to go up and get that ball. If you notice that after Knight was hit, he showed a little bit of hesitancy to stretch himself out.
Took a business decision, as they say.
Yeah.
Okay, punt. It's Griffin. Actually, he's going to punt. They're going to punt it away from Daz. And it's going to take an Indian River bounce. Goes out of bounds at about the 13-yard line.
So a good punt, given that you don't want to kick it to the punt returner, Daz Newsom. Grabber ball here, their 3rd offensive chance. Still 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 7-7.
Hampton defense steps up again on that drive. Seen a lot of direct snaps, Frank, from Hampton. Daz Newsom making plays
well, none comes in with Daz Newsom, so the ball is going to go to, or at least we'll have a quarterback for the Crabbers.
It's like none's going out to.
No, he's going to receive. So Newsom's going to take the snap.
Haven't seen that much this year. So it's a shotgun. Daz is going to get the direct snap. He has the player behind him. They had him all wrapped up in the backfield, not letting Daz do much of anything on the line of scrimmage. Looks like number 10, Dietrich Perkins, was in on that tackle.
You know, the good news on that, Wube, is that they were all there waiting for Daz Newsom.
Yeah.
So that's going to open up the receivers who are man-to-man covered downfield. And if you put somebody like Stevenson or Nunn out there, and, of course, we haven't even talked about the other receivers. You and I both like Grogan's, Pulley, and Bellamy in particular. So that's the end of the first quarter. The Crabbers and the Braves all tied at 7 here in the second week of the playoffs. Takes 5 wins to win a state title. We were talking earlier that I think these two teams are 2 of the 32 teams that get into the Division 5 state playoffs out of the 52 teams in there. So this is kind of an NHL-style playoffs. In fact, is it Gloucester? It's also Division 5 that almost made the playoffs.
4 and 6, yeah.
One more win. They gave up that loss to Warwick.
I think it was Warwick.
That they should have.
They would have got that win. They would have gotten in, right?
But the Crabbers in again with their 10. They were 9-1 in the regular season. They only lost week 2 against Heritage, a good Heritage team that's in the playoffs.
Right.
Who do they have? They're
playing Lake Taylor tonight.
That should be a monster game. They beat Lake Taylor. Handed Lake Taylor only lost.
First game of the season. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
So we wish well to the Hurricanes, and of course the Woodside Wolverines up at Todd Stadium tonight.
Playing Grassfield, by the Chesapeake, another Chesapeake school in the playoff.
And Phoebus tomorrow here at 2 o'clock.
Norcom Greyhounds.
That's going to be a good ball game.
That's right. So
the Pride of Portsmouth against the Phoebus Phantoms.
Support your local high school teams. Come out to this great game of high school football.
Well, we were talking earlier. The election certainly took a lot of our time as a community, and but I hope that people will come out as these playoffs. These teams go deep. It's going to take some good playing here from the Crabbers. They got a heck of an opponent tonight. Timeout called by the Crabbers. There's a little confusion amongst who should be in.
Hampton.
Something that concerns me is, having other players get involved for Hampton. It looks like they're just trying to find a different recipe for success. We're used to seeing Daz get the ball every game, but as you get deeper in the playoffs, these teams are good. They're going to stop Daz, so other players have to step up.
That's right. And we've seen Daz Newsom all year long. To give you some idea, ladies and gentlemen, Daz Newsom with 151 carries for 1,533 yards and 27 touchdowns.
Jeez.
And then he also caught the ball a few times, 14 catches for 326 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
And the other 4 touchdowns were on special teams or interceptions.
33 touchdowns.
So yeah, that's an amazing year by anybody. He's as good an open field runner as we've seen in a long time here in the Peninsula.
And we've said, Ronald Curry-esque.
Yes, very, very similar in open field to Ronald. Ronald had so many skills that it's hard that in fact, you can't compare him. He's probably the best we've ever seen. But,
but similar to his style.
Very similar open field, and the confidence that those 2 young men show in the open field.
So Daz gets the direct snap. He's trying to get in the middle, and he's just trying to find it so hard to get through there. Indian River stacks him up after a gain of maybe 3 or 4 yards.
I'm going to say he picked up 3 of those yards by just being stood up and keep pushing 1 foot forward.
As you see here, and they got Cunliffe back as a fullback. Tried running behind him.
Cunliffe cleared out number 10 there for the Braves. Dietrich Perkins pushed him out of the way, but other Braves filled in behind him. 3rd and about 5 for the Crabbers.
Keenan Moore on the tackle for Indian River. So, like you said, 35 on the 19. Daz Newsom is back to receive as we haven't seen much of none in quarterback. Daz Newsom this time gets the ball. He's going to go far side. He has some room. He has room, folks. He's going up the far sideline. He has Jameek. He's going to break the tackle, and he's got room. He keeps on going. He's going to score. It's going to be a touchdown from Hampton. Daz Newsom once again, no flags. Actually, there is a flag on the play. It's going to come back.
Unbelievable.
Oh, man. The flag on the play.
81-yard run by Newsom.
Man. That looks like it's going to come back.
And a hold.
The holding for Hampton.
We didn't see it, but there was a lot of action on the play. We'll look at the replay here as Newsom just fought his way down the field.
It was tough to get. I'm telling you, it was tough, but
one thing we didn't see Hunter on that play. In fact, we didn't see him make any impact in the defense. Let's see if we can spot the hold here. Look on the left side there.
I don't know if that was.
Yeah, I'm not sure I saw anything there, but again, and we'll study the film. But whatever it is, it brings it back.
There's another look at it.
Block in the back.
Maybe 70?
Offense.
70,
that
maybe.
Right
10
there.
yards from
He
the
didn't
spot
even need
to
to
foul.
do that, but.
Nope.
Still 3rd down.
Look at his split.
There he is with that opening with those the high step, which he uses so effectively.
Well, so
now 3rd and 8. But you can see why Daz Newsom has been all the talk.
As advertised. Daz comes out.
Give him a breather here.
Yeah. And looks like they're confused. Now, Stevenson is Nunn's in the game now. Shotgun. He gets it. Quarterback keeper up the middle. He slips. He's going to be short of the first down.
Yeah, it was a good run, good design play, but could not keep his footing there right at the 20-yard line.
His dad took that play off. Maybe he catch his breath after that 81-yard run.
What a run that was.
They're thinking about going for it.
Yeah, Mike Smith going to send Daz Newsome in with whatever they're going to do, whatever decision they make. They have been known to put Newsome back to take the snap, and if he doesn't feel like he can pick up the yards, he'll punt it.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and 3 at the 21. This could be
close. Big decision by Mike Smith.
That's why he's out there and I'm up here. But it's 4th and 3 for 20. They're going to go for it. But like you said, they might do the pooch kick. No, they're going to go for it as Nunn gets the ball, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield. They pitch it to the Daz. Daz has room. He's going to break a couple tackles. Oh!
And they stopped the play. They called him down. They must have called him down.
They called him down behind the line of scrimmage. I thought Daz
and Mike Smith is going to just blow up, and I don't blame him.
Oh, that was a tough call.
So the play is blown dead while the action was still going, denying the Crabbers a first down. Mike Smith is livid. Hat and headset off there at the bottom of your screen.
I got to take a look at this one.
Tough play there. And Stevenson get tied up, turned around.
Like
hard to hear the whistle from where we are, but here's the play here. Steps up. Hell, I thought that was a face mask. He's still going.
They're calling a forward pass?
Timeout. Hampton.
No forward pass called and no flag. So
the call was what? He was past the line of scrimmage? He wasn't past the line of scrimmage.
No,
he wasn't past the line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage is at the 20.
Well, a curious call.
If he calls a timeout, he can talk.
So Smith has called a timeout purely to talk to the officials, and I don't blame him. He's going to give Alan Denton the riot act there. Braves going to get the ball here on the 20-yard line of the Crabbers. A big break for Indian River.
Yes, huge break. Yeah, they're saying that he crossed the line of scrimmage, but
no, they haven't said that. That's what the coaches are saying up here, but the.
So they said he was down?
No, they said he was down. That the play was dead.
Down, okay.
Because he was pointing at the spot where Stevenson had hit resistance.
He broke the tackle, I thought.
Yep. So Mike Smith is furious. He's going to come off the field there. Sans hat and headset.
That's tough. Tough
Sans
call.
understanding. He's going to talk to his athletic director.
So Indian River gets the ball 1st and 10 from the 20. Jameek Knight goes in motion. Brown gets it to Hunter up the middle. Good tackle. Looks like that was Cunliffe in on that tackle.
Well, you're going to see a lot of Devin Hunter right here. And why not? You just give him the ball and steer him toward the goal line. And they're going to go fast as they can. They've shown they can't go but so fast.
Yeah, Devin Hunter is the All-American. Top 5 schools for next year: Alabama, Auburn, Florida, North Carolina, and Virginia Tech.
All those teams have football programs.
Yeah, pretty good ones too. Yeah.
So he's in the backfield behind Brown.
Shotgun Brown, 2nd and 9 from the 19. And the defense had to step up here. Now Indian River looks a little confused. Shotgun Brown, Hunter behind him. Of course, he gives it to Hunter. Actually fakes it. Brown keeps it. He fools me. Goes far side. He has a chance to get the first down. He's going to get it. First down, Indian River. Good fake.
Very good fake. So Brown picks up the first down for his team. They go across the 10. He's sitting right at the 10. I see the foot over here on the close side. And they're going to send in some subs for the Crabbers, but Braves are going fast.
Yep. So it looks like it's going to be 1st and goal from the 9. Brown.
Brown still looking at the coach.
Goes back to Hunter. He goes up the middle. Good tackle.
Now see, now there's a little extra after. It's hard to tell on the whistles.
Yeah.
Because we don't hear them very well up here, but good defensive stop.
Justin Red on that tackle.
So the Crabbers with all eyes on Devin Hunter.
You got to be careful doing that.
Yes, you do. Here's the play. Hunter carries the ball now in right hand that time. And good tackle. It's hard to tell who's at his feet.
It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 8. Brown's been in shotgun all night. Anytime Brown keeps, he's going to throw. He has a couple receivers wide open. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Indian River. Keyshawn Brown.
Another good fake
The
by
Granby
Brown.
transfer. Good fake.
So the Braves move ahead after the Crabbers touchdown called back. Their obvious first down called back. Turnover on downs to the Braves, and now the Indian River moves ahead 13-7 with an extra point pending.
Another good fake. Brown, that's how he got the first down a couple plays before. Defoe is going to kick. Grant Defoe, the 5'10", 160 senior, goes in for the extra point. And it is good. 14-7 Indian River. 8:02 left in the second quarter. So,
yeah, that's tough. Obviously, Mike Smith is going to.
Well, the block in the back and the down.
The back was probably blocking the back. Look at that good move by Browns. He just comes around. He had the option.
He could have thrown it.
He could have thrown it if the cornerbacks had moved up, but they did not. And the linemen were trapped inside, so clear running path for the quarterback, 14-7.
So now Hampton has this is Kevin Davis, the principal at Hampton High.
You know, we're not seeing anything we don't expect from these two teams. The penalty and just killed
Penalty,
the Crabber.
yeah, that killed it.
Danny Mitchell wandering behind the official there and still muttering. You see him in the lower right part of your.
Were you surprised that they went for it on 4th down?
I was surprised, but I guess Mike Smith figures he can pick up 3 yards. Mike Smith, the hat turned around now, and he is just barking at the official at the 50-yard line.
It was 4th and 3 from the 21, and they went for it.
Well, it's a risk that didn't pay off.
Because none kept it on the quarterback keeper, and Indian River was there to stop it. Let's see how they do in the special teams play. Daz Newsome
and Smith.
And Smith are back for Hampton.
Dad's going to sneak up a little bit here.
It's Defoe. Grant Defoe is going to. Looks like it's a little movement.
Yeah.
Offside, but they didn't call it. This time it's going to be.
It's a Smith.
Smith gets it at the 15. He runs into his own player and he gets tackled around the 37-yard line. So
well, a good run back by Smith and a good field position for the Crabbers. Let's see if they can move it. They trail it by a touchdown.
Once
Can't
again,
grab spilled milk here.
Kicking away from Daz.
Right.
Keeping under the special teams as much as possible.
Yeah, I think he repositioned the ball on the tee to kick it away from Daz. Yeah, now Mike Smith with the headset back on, but the hat backwards. So you know what that means.
It means business.
Yeah.
All right. DJ Nunn back in the quarterback. This time he's under center. Traquan Smith and Daz Newsome in the backfield. Goes to Daz. Far side. Daz Newsome at the 45, at the 50. He has room. He goes out of bounds. Good play by Daz Newsome. He gets at the 40-yard line. First down, Hampton.
Real good block that time by Traquan Smith. If you watch Smith from his fullback spot, block number 10 for the Indian River Braves. That's number, excuse me, 10. That's Dietrich Perkins, who wears 10 and 18. That's why we were looking around for 10. But Perkins stopped there by the fullback, and then Newsome cut it outside. Good pickup by Daz.
That's just line him up and run up the middle, Frank, on that one. DJ Nunn in the shotgun. This time he fakes. Doesn't fake, he keeps. Not fooled at all was Indian River. That's number 51, Ben Smiley, 6'4", 280 sophomore.
A couple sophomore on that defensive line. Smiley is one, and then Charles Dixon the other, whereas number 13 you'll see him in.
That's a loss of 3 on the play. 2nd and 13 from the 41.
Not a real good organization that time. Crabbers need to take their time. They've got plenty of it. We're in the second quarter, 14-7 Indian River.
Nunn trips near side. Nunn, shotgun. Fakes to Newsome. He's going back to pass. It's complete. Good catch.
And a
made
great
by Daz
throw.
Newsome, number 5.
Hunter and Newsome always seem to meet up on the end of the play, and there they are, and Hunter missed him, but the tackle made.
Terrion Smith is a 5'8", 145 junior on the tackle, but not before Daz Newsome picks up another first down for Hampton.
So Crabbers are moving the ball here.
with
nice
a pass.
to see the pass. Yeah.
So ways to get Daz Newsom the ball.
And then all three Crabber men in the backfield.
Yeah, that's Nunn, Smith, and Newsom. Stevenson near side. This time they faked the both. He's going to get it to the fullback, Smith. But he's tackled in the backfield by number 57. Actually, Damari Owens, not in the backfield. Looks like he lost a couple yards on that play.
He did. No room to run after he made the catch. The receivers are open here on the near side. That Cam Stevenson having a nice matchup.
So they lost 3 on the
corner.
Play. He's second and 13 from the 32. Indian River was not fooled on that fake.
You know, Nunn was 31 for 67 during the regular or through into the night. 627 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Once again, trips near side. Nunn under center with Traquan Smith behind him. Draw play to Traquan Smith. He breaks the tackle, but he's tackled.
At Perkins again.
Yeah.
Dietrich Perkins, who's played very well so far for the Indian River Braves, makes the tackle. Probably saves the first down.
Smiley was in on that play too. Another tackle. Smiley, the sophomore.
Smith goes out to talk to Daz Newsom and his quarterback.
Smith with the headsets tonight.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him with headsets in a while.
Keeps the hat on longer.
Stays warmer too with those headset on. Nunn gets the play, goes into the huddle. 3rd and 9 from the 28.
Newsom's going to stay out here on the near side. And joined by Cam Stevenson.
Yep. Nunn, shotgun. Traquan Smith behind him in the backfield. Fakes to Smith. Goes back to pass, and he's going to be – incomplete. He had it in his hands.
Wide open over the middle, too.
Yeah. And that's Bellamy.
Yep, Jaquarius Bellamy, the junior.
6-foot junior, yeah. He had it in his hands, and it dropped.
Great pass from Stevenson. We're seeing some really good throws from Cam.
Nunn,
DJ Nunn. That was a really strong throw. And Nunn's going to get the play in from Mike Smith.
So Mike Smith's going to go for it again. This time
he may set it up the same way and then throw to another receiver. There were some receivers open that time. He does trips to the right again.
4th and 9 from the 28. 5:07 left in the second quarter. Nunn, shotgun. Traquan Smith behind him. He fakes to Smith. He goes back to pass. He's going deep to Daz Newsom, and it's going to be incomplete in the end zone. Indian River ball will be on the 28-yard line.
I'm not sure that was the communication was good there between Nunn and Newsom. That ball way over.
And he's double teamed too, so it would have been tough.
Smith is explaining to Cam Stevenson what's wrong with that play.
Mike Smith now has the hat off with the headset off.
So the Crabbers go to the defensive side of the ball. Out comes the offense of the Indian River Braves.
Brown, who's been effective tonight in the shotgun, Devin Hunter. He goes back to pass. It's going to be a draw play to Hunter, but Hampton's right there. And it looks like it's number 8. That's Johnny Gaskins on the tackle. Johnny on the spot.
I'm going to say one more step and he'd have picked that ball off. That was so slow developing. The quarterback, Brown, we've seen him run the ball real well, but the pass is just a little slow, and the Crabbers are starting to get a read on him.
They're so close to getting, you're right, so close to getting an interception on those passes. Great read by Gaskins. He saw the draw all the way.
We've seen him all year make just little subtle reads like that.
That's from film work and studying. Brown, shotgun, Hunter next to him. He's going back to pass again. They see something in the passing game. It's going to be to Knight. Knight with a good spin move, but he's tackled.
Knight makes a good catch and makes a good escape for the first tackler, but couldn't escape the second. He picks up a couple of yards. The 3rd and 8 is the Crabber defense tightening up here very nicely.
Good spin by Knight, but he had 2 Crabbers behind him. It's going to be 3rd and 8 from the 28. 3:54 left in the second quarter. 2 passes so far on Indian River's drive. Brown, shotgun. Hunter goes in the backfield with him. He goes back to pass. He has Christopher wide open again. He's a fumble on the play, and Christopher picks it back up. Good play by Hampton, but Christopher jumped right back on it. I'm sorry, that's Griffith. I'm sorry. Griffith for Indian River.
Well, Bellamy with a good stick and knocked the ball out.
That was huge. And that's what they're going to call it incomplete. Oh, it was complete.
It was complete.
Illegal shift on Indian River.
So another penalty hurts the Indian River Braves. Let's see the play here.
As again, Hunter was open. I guess he was a decoy one. Yeah, it was complete. He made a move. Oh.
Motion.
He was dropping the ball.
Slot
Yeah.
receiver was not set for a second before the snap.
I don't know if he had possession.
No, I think that ball was squirting
Still
out of his
third
hand,
down.
and Bellamy just helped it to the ground.
So it's going to be third down.
And the formation penalties are starting to pile up on the Braves.
So Indian River has trips far side. Hunter in the backfield. Shotgun for Brown. 39 from the 24. Brown goes back to pass. Later set up another screen. Hampton's on it, and they make the good tackle. They've been reading those screens all night, Frank.
You know what's funny, Wube, and strange, funny in a strange way, is that Hunter is a weapon when they were on the 20, when they can go over and over to him, and yet Indian River goes away from him when they're down here in their own territory. I find that curious. You got a guy like that, you just give him the ball.
Didn't touch the ball at all in that drive.
No, he caught the pass, and that was it.
You're right, 2 screens, you're right.
Right.
Brian Griffith is in the punt for Indian River. Daz Newsome at midfield. Let's see if they kick it to him this time. Punt. This time Daz is going to have a chance to return it. No, he doesn't. He lets it bounce. Good play by Daz Newsome as he lets it go to the 38-yard line. 2:45 left in the half. 14-7 Indian River.
Well, here the Crabbers need to try to tie the game here in the 2:45 left.
Defense has played well. A couple breakdowns for Hampton, but
really, and overall, they had the Braves got the ball at the 21
short field,
and
right.
scored it. And then the first drive, both teams' defenses have tightened up.
So it's a big chance for Hampton to do something with the ball. 38-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, with none throwing the ball, they can stretch out this 2:45. They have 1 timeout left. The Braves have 2. There's a picture of the stands in our booth up there. Andy Foley, our head guy here, getting this broadcast out to you, and you'll be able to see this game on YouTube once they get that up.
That's right.
In HD. Fantastic footage here.
None. Shotgun, trips, near side. He goes back to pass. He's pressured. He gets out of it. He has some room. He goes out of bounds at about midfield. Good play by DJ Nunn.
Real nice blocks by the receivers downfield. Legal blocks, and he cleared out. If he picked up the first down, he can thank his wide receivers because they did a great job. He does get a first down.
It goes out of bounds. It stops the clock. There's 2:36 left.
So smart playing by DJ Nunn. And Newsome comes over, gets the play now as Nunn takes a breather. The two of them.
It's going interchangeable. Nunn gets the play, goes in the huddle.
First and 10. They're just inside their own territory at the 49.
Trips.
This is the setting they like, and here Knight's got to come up, the free safety.
Looks like it's going to be a timeout. Indian River. They saw something they didn't like.
Well, they saw what we saw, which was 3 receivers versus 2 corners. And Coach Farabee decides we're not going to risk that. Let's call the timeout. We got 2 to go.
So, Frank, we haven't seen Hampton in a deficit and probably since the Woodside game. So I don't know if they're used to this or not, but they're down 14-7 with 2:36 left in the half.
Well, I think if they can tie the ball game here, we're going to have 2 quarters matchup between 2 good teams.
And they get the ball in the second half.
If they can't do it, they go to the locker room and say, you know what, we got a bad call, and it's behind us, but that explains a little bit. Now we got to go out and play ball.
And again, it's the playoffs. The rest of the way, all the teams are going to be good, so you can't expect to have blowout victories in large margins.
No, you just want to have 1 point more. And they do have Valenzuela, who's a terrific weapon, somebody they may need to call on. Certainly will need to call on during the playoffs. Every team's going to have to call on a kicker.
That's right.
See Mike Smith now with the headset. I don't think it's quite on his ears, but he's got it close.
Like I said, I haven't seen him use the headset that much this year. Shotgun for Nunn. He goes to Smith. He's been a key so far up the middle. Good run by Smith. First down, Hampton.
Real good run by Smith. Traquan Smith adding to his 720 yards. He's got to be up near almost 800 now total with 40 yards so far in this half, it seems.
I almost want to call him the unforgotten man because he makes plays all year, but Daz, of course, gets all the write-ups. But
well, we thought we were going to see Daz more in a receiver role this year, and we're surprised when he carried the ball as much as he did.
Right.
It's a good hustle right there.
It's almost like he's a fullback this year.
Here's that trips right again.
Trips right. Nunn goes back to pass. Offensive line holding up. Good block. You got to get away from that. Nunn gets away, and he's going to run out of bounds. It might be a late hit. They don't call it. But good pancake block. It looks like Justin Red.
Red he's a big-time player, big-time game player. When the going gets tough, Red gets going.
And we talked about earlier how Indian River doesn't have their offensive line playing both ways. So
yeah, very unusual, I guess, for us here in the Peninsula District. Certainly the high school level, but they do. I think they have one or two that play both ways. Hunter, of course. Though Hunter is more of a cornerback and really doesn't get into the fray.
Yeah, I don't see
very
much
often
on the line of scrimmage at all.
You'll see Daz Newsome certainly stick his head into a tackle much more than you'll see Hunter do it. So at least that's what we're seeing tonight.
Looks like Hunter is going to be shadowing Daz all night.
That's what he's doing. He's got one job.
Nunn passing more this time in the second quarter. This time he's going deep.
Yeah, he's
got Stevenson wide open and incomplete. DJ Nunn, Cam Stevenson was wide open, folks.
So the Crabbers have missed just a couple of times. They've missed tonight. They've been going to that trips right over and over, and that time it worked beautifully in the throw. That's the second time we've seen Nunn overthrow the ball to the corner.
It was open, definitely open.
And that's what Mike Smith is asking him in a calm way down there at the bottom of your screen.
You see the replay here. I don't know.
Because it confused. It was number 12, the defender there,
Isaiah
Hyman, who was just confused.
He bit on that end. Looks like Cam just misjudged it.
Well, you got Hunter tasked to do nothing but cover Daz Newsome, and the two of them got confused. So now you see Hyman step in a little bit out here to the right.
This time Nunn Smith gets the ball. Good run by Smith. First down for Hampton. He runs into his own guy. Looks like forward progress should get him the first down. I'm not sure. He had the first down, then he bumped into his own guy.
Looks like he got it twice. And he got out of bounds.
Did they give him the first down, though?
Yes, they did. It looks like it by the far side.
It's like the Crabbers down with possibly a cramp. Good run by Traquan Smith.
Cam Stevenson played well tonight. We don't want to lose him. He's going to come off with a little bit of a cramp, it looks like.
I think that's who Traquan Smith ran into.
That's the second time Smith's run into his own man tonight. Probably expecting the block to go one way, and it goes the other.
So Hampton moving the ball here. First and 10 from the 26, 1:32 left in the half.
Anthony Cumby comes in, number 11, into Stevenson's spot.
And the Crabbers like that trips formation. Nunn to Daz Newsome. Good cut by Daz Newsome. He gets some room, and he gets to about the 11-yard line. Good play by Daz Newsome. Good quick throw by Nunn.
Perkins, who has played very well for the Braves so far, just saw, to him it was probably like a magic act, because in 1 second, Newsome's in front of him. Watch the move here on number 10. See you? Wouldn't want to be you. There you go. Really good
play by Daz.
Move by Daz Newsome.
Another first down for Hampton. First and 10 from the 12. Goes back to Traquan Smith, but he's tackled.
He's underneath Justin Red somewhere. Red had got him going towards the center, and that time the hole closed up a little too quick. Smith played very well tonight.
Sampson on the tackle. He does double duty as a fullback and a defensive lineman. Clock's running. 46 seconds and counting for Hampton. Second and 10. It looks like it's going to be second down. Hampton needs to hurry here. Second and 10 from the 12. So I guess they'll say no gain on that one.
Piece of clothing thrown away.
Under center. Goes to, looks like it's Daz, and he's slammed down by Perkins that time.
Perkins saw him that time. Good tackle. He's had a really good half. Timeout called by the Crabbers with 21 seconds to go.
Timeout. Hampton.
This time you're going to have to throw it out so they can get out of bounds or overthrow it into the crowd and stop the clock. Smith's going to come out and put up a couple plays in, I imagine.
So Perkins made up for that last Houdini act, as you said.
Yeah.
He got a nice tackle on Daz Newsome on that run.
This is where Nunn's got to either complete the pass out so they can get out, the receiver can get out of bounds, or he's got to throw it out of bounds, and so give Valenzuela time to come in and kick the field goal.
Or if they can still get a first down. If he can get a first down, they'll stop the clock as well.
So Smith's going to give Nunn a couple of plays, I imagine.
No timeouts left for Hampton, so you're right. They have to do something to keep him close to out of bounds, or better yet, get a touchdown. Go for the touchdown here. So again, the trips formation for Hampton, where It's Daz, Cam Stevenson, and Bellamy. And,
this is Bellamy's chance right here. Go up, go in right to the goal post.
Oh, pass my touchdown.
He went the other side.
Yeah, Bellamy. Yeah, Bellamy. Touchdown Hampton. As you see Mike Smith with the headset back off. Touchdown Hampton. Huge play by Hampton.
I thought one of them was going to go that post route, and that time perfectly. It was pulley.
Oh, that was pulley.
Pulley from the left side.
Yeah.
That was great because I thought at time we saw Bellamy try to make that move. That time he took a few steps for the middle. Now Valenzuela in to kick the extra point to tie the ball game here as we go to the halftime. It's 17 seconds to go.
So touchdown by somebody not named Daz Newsome for Hampton. Venezuela kicks it.
Very good. Pulley.
I mean, he has 32 touchdowns.
Valenzuela, bring it up to 14, level at 14.
In a game where points are going to be very important. I mean, but at a premium, so you're going to have to.
We thought for a minute there we're going to get a high-scoring game.
Yeah,
I think it's going to settle down. But look at the move right across the middle.
Pulley made it look easy, didn't he?
He did, and you can see that's Bellamy right behind him. They were both going to the middle. Bellamy slowed up a little bit, keeping Knight back here. Here's Elijah Conliffe talking to Danny Mitchell, or listening to Danny Mitchell.
I think he's listening.
Mitchell is instructing his player.
So 17 seconds left, unless something crazy happens. Hampton will go in the halftime break tied up with the ball.
Well, they got to be pleased. They got to think we could have had the lead.
Yes.
We had a couple of breaks that went against us, the penalty and then the call of being down. But they've leveled the game, and they can kick it here and not suffer a run back. The problem is you got Knight and Hunter back there.
Venezuela kicks it. It's going to be, they don't want to kick it out of bounds.
Macklin, they call that out of bounds. They call a penalty, some offside.
Just kick it. I would just kick it in the end zone.
And he can do it. We've seen that.
Don't give him an opportunity to.
Well, not much of a breeze here tonight.
Venezuela, a soccer player on the Hampton's varsity soccer team.
He's going to come over and get some instruction, Coach Smith, about where to kick the ball.
Indian River Braves from Chesapeake. Some of their notable alums, Frank, Hall of Famer Alonzo Mourning.
And who's the other one you informed me was
the former SNL star Jay Farah.
One of my favorite guys to watch.
So they're some of Indian River's alums.
Indian River located in that part of Chesapeake, the northeast part of Chesapeake, up there.
Greenbrier area.
Eastern branch of the Elizabeth River.
They had a coach, Cadillac Harris, who coached that team for a long time. He was actually on the sidelines tonight.
They're a frequent visitor to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Picked second in their conference this year behind Oscar Smith. And I know we don't have conferences left where we get a lot of letters on conferences, but you can think of them as part of the Southeast Conference.
Yeah. With Great Bridge, a pretty good conference.
Oh,
Oscar Smith
real
is
good.
in there.
Great Bridge, Grassfield's in that conference. Hickory, Western Branch.
Yeah. So when there were conferences, like you said, that was a conference to be reckoned with. Of course, Oscar Smith has won 3 state championships.
Yeah.
So
good football over there. Deep Creek has good history.
Deep Creek, back when D'Angelo Hall played over in Deep Creek. So Venezuela kicks it again. This time he's going to kick it to Devin Hunter. That might have been a mistake. He has the opportunity to return this. The All-American has a chance, and he's going to break it. It's going to be tackled, and that's going to run the half down. That was a mistake. Do not kick it to Devin Hunter at all.
Yeah, I'm surprised the kick went right to him. Valenzuela probably going to take his tee and run to the locker room.
But he kicked it the first time to Devin Hunter.
Yeah, he kicked it right there. Maybe the 4 and the 7 are giving him trouble.
There's a former AD at Bethel.
Number 6 in Crawford.
Mr. Smith.
And then the current AD at Hampton, Mike Trebus. I think he's pretty upset with the kicker. Venezuela. Indian River's going to try to go in the end zone here.
Hampton goes with a prevent defense.
That's why I said that was a mistake, because it gives him pretty good field position. As Brown's going to throw, it's going to be picked off. Yes, picked off, and no, incomplete. It's
number 14 was Jonathan Griffin with the prevention of the interception. I would imagine Indian River will just take a knee here. I can't imagine they're going to risk that again. I'm not sure you want to throw that ball up like that, even with just
Yeah.
few seconds left and risk Daz Newsome coming down with
Getting
that
the ball
ball
and then returning it.
and then trying to catch him in an open field.
See Brown.
It's a real good
That
interception.
looks like that's Pulley.
That's Bernal Pulley. He's had a great first half.
Like a touchdown pass early. As they're going to just do, like you said, Frank, down the ball and go into halftime with a 14-14 tie.
Yeah, you can get away with that once, but maybe not twice. Well, good first half. Both teams with a few penalties that hurt them. And both offenses seem to move every now and then. The defense tightened up a lot since this first drive. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back with our halftime guest. Kate Yanchulis with the Daily Press joins us in just a few minutes. Come on back. We're back here at Darling Stadium on this beautiful Friday night in November 2016. The Indian River Braves and the Hampton Crabbers all locked up at 14. We are very lucky tonight to have one of our good friends in the football world here with us tonight, Kate Yanchulis, the writer for the Daily Press, the fine writer and one of the best I think I've seen in a long time. She has joined the Daily Press, been with us, but now this is your second football season with the Daily Press.
Yeah, my second full fall season. I started last August, so it's been good.
Well, tell the folks at home a little bit about you and how you got to be the writer here at the Daily Press.
Sure. I am from the Washington, D.C. area. I had been working for a local paper up there, actually not in sports, although I did sports journalism when I was a student at the University of Maryland. And then I was looking for a new job, a kind of a step up from a weekly paper, and I found the Daily Press, and I came down here, and it's been great.
What now? How do you've done sports? You said the University of Maryland. That's going to lead us to Daz Newsome eventually.
Oh, I know.
But let's talk. What did you find when you came down here to the Peninsula District, the old Peninsula District?
Yeah, it's been really interesting. I'm from, like I said, the D.C. area, and there are a lot of high schools, but it's not anything that kind of a concentrated group. There's not really a one district, or at least where I grew up, there wasn't a big rivalry or anything like that. Nothing like Hampton Phoebus, unless you went into D.C. and went DeMatha Good Counselor, DeMatha Gonzaga, or something like that. So it's just been cool to see that really all the coaches know each other, all the kids know each other. Just the dynamic is very interesting because they're so familiar with each other.
Well, now tell me, what has been your secret in getting so close with the coaches so quickly? You really, I mean, even last year, you got time with coaches like Mike Smith that other reporters have had a hard time getting.
You know, I just act like you belong a little bit. You know, just go in and do your thing and not worry about it. It was kind of my philosophy, and I don't know what it's been. I've heard that Mike Smith is maybe a little nicer to me than he was to my predecessor. I'm not sure if I just haven't written anything mean enough yet, but I'll go with it for now.
Well, you do a great job. Now, you mentioned that you've covered 2 fall sports seasons rather than football season. What other sports are you covering in the fall?
This fall, I've done a little bit of cross country. Not too many Peninsula District kids made it that far, but a little cross country, some volleyball. I was actually at the Heritage volleyball boys volleyball state semifinal on Tuesday. They lost to Monacan, but they made it to the state semifinal. So those are field hockey. Those are the big fall sports. And then I'm getting ready to move into basketball already.
That's exciting. And I know it's a lot of hard work. Talk to us a little bit about what you've seen from in the Old Peninsula District football-wise this year. We've got 4 teams still left here in the playoff.
Yeah, I mean, it's been crazy. I mean, these were really the 4 teams, Phoebus, Hampton, Woodside, Heritage, throughout the year that were at the top of the district, although they kind of all beat up on each other a little bit. And that was kind of the story of the district this year, just that it seems like anybody had a chance to win. You know, Bethel was the first team to beat Heritage, and then Woodside lost to Hampton, and Phoebus lost to Hampton and Woodside, so it was a little bit crazy. But Woodside over at Todd Stadium right now, they have been great this year. They have looked really good. They only lost to Hampton because Hampton had a 3-touchdown comeback in the 4th quarter. So they could go pretty far. Hampton, obviously, with Daz Newsome, has looked great. And then Phoebus, being in Group 3A especially, can kind of beat up on some of the smaller schools in their first round. So it will be interesting to see how far they all get.
Well, it's very possible that you could have 4 Peninsula District teams as you get close to the state semifinals, you could get 14
Yeah,
teams.
that would be a little crazy for me, only because then I couldn't get to all the games. Already tonight I'm not seeing Heritage and I'm not seeing Woodside. Tomorrow it's kind of nice for me that Phoebus has to play on Saturday. I don't know if they like playing on Saturday, but at least I get to see 2 games. But that would be the only bad part, was that I am only one person. I can't be everywhere.
Well, and you do a marvelous job of getting around. Let me finish with one question. What do you think about Daz Newsome going to the University of Maryland?
Man, when he said that, it was funny. Mike Smith had actually forgotten. I had told him that I had gone to Maryland, and I forgot. So when I went to talk to him, he was like, "Oh, you're getting a good football player." My sister is actually, I have 3 younger sisters. They're all Maryland fans. They all follow me on Twitter, and so every time Daz Newsome scores a touchdown, they're like, "He's the one who's going to Maryland, right? We're going to see him score touchdowns next year." So they're certainly excited.
Well, I know there's a lot of Virginia fans, me being one of them, that are disappointed that Daz Newsome isn't going to stay in the Commonwealth, but at least we'll get to see him play, and maybe the press will slip in a score on Maryland every now and then.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for joining us. Thanks for all your help. You support our broadcast over the year. And folks, the Daily Press is full of fine writers like Kate. They have done a great job in sports in our area for a long time. So in the morning, on Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings, pick up your Daily Press as you go get your coffee at 7-Eleven. Pick up a Daily Press and read Kate's articles. I think you'll be impressed. Kate Yan-Chulis for the Daily Press, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Yep. We're going to get Wu Bei back in here as we're working the 2 mics tonight. Thanks, Kate. And we'll probably get some halftime stats if we ever get down there. We'll see. They'll probably stretch out the halftime a little bit for us. Playoff time, it's always a little confusing. We noticed the Braves were late tonight. They certainly weren't late on the offensive end tonight. Indian River gets the first touchdown on a nice long drive. Hampton comes back with the drive. Hampton then has a touchdown that would have moved him ahead, called back by a penalty. Wu Bei joins us again. And then Hampton able to tie it up there right to the end. So a really evenly played first half. I know we've got some replays that I know Krista's put together for us. Yeah. And you'll see some exciting football. Here's Indian River.
This is the pass to Christopher.
Very nice throw over there. And as you see, they have, and there's Hunter. Devin Hunter, the star. He and Daz Newsome kind of the mirror of each other. Newsome this time, nice run over the left side. And here's Daz Newsome going to take the direct snap. And Traquan Smith opens the door a little bit. Newsome in, and he greets Hunter there. So it's all tied at 7 there.
Here's the key play here, Frank, as he pitches it to Newsome. And Newsome actually got the first down. They blew the whistle, said he was down.
Called him down,
yeah.
And that gave the Braves the ball on the 20. And here's a nice handoff, or the fake handoff to Brown, the quarterback, and he's in for the touchdown. But the Crabbers come back. Good throw over here to Daz Newsome as he makes the catch, driving the Crabbers down the field.
Here's Traquan Smith on the run.
Traquan Smith with a couple of really good runs up the middle.
He got hit by his own guy and went backwards.
A couple times been hit by his own guy tonight. And then here's the play, the touchdown play.
Great play
over
by
the
Pulley.
middle to Pulley.
Yeah.
Pulley has been waiting for that play, I think, all year long. Burnell Pulley out on the left side. The Crabbers went with that trip right on many of the downs, Wu Bei. What did you see out of that? And what do you think you're going to see here in the second half?
Well, hopefully we have a chance to see somebody else make a play because they're keying on Daz. They're double teaming him. Hunter is shadowing him the whole way. So it was great to see Pulley, Stevenson, Traquan Smith make plays. So if we can do this in the second half, I mean we as in Hampton, then we have a great chance. They have a great chance of winning the game.
And for the Braves' perspective, Hunter has been, I think, a little quiet on the offensive side. I found it curious in the late there in the second quarter, when they got the ball at the 20, they used their weapon, Devin Hunter, and they used him very well. He had 2 good runs, and the quarterback faked it to him twice and had 2 good runs leading to the touchdown. They didn't use him much on that last drive.
Yeah, I was surprised. I mean, looking at film on him all week, most of the plays that they use, they give him the ball. He's somewhat in the offense. And he was more of a decoy on a couple drives, and I was surprised. He had a couple good inside runs, but for the most part, he wasn't utilized like I thought they would use him. So I'm surprised. And on defense, we said it earlier, don't hear much about him on defense. He plays back behind the line of scrimmage. He's playing that shadow role on Daz Newsome, so you don't see him at the line of scrimmage as much. But, yeah, offensively, I was surprised that they utilize him as much.
Well,
as
I think also that Conleth Volkes and Red and those guys have been able to shut him down up the middle. And so they've had to try to go a different way. The one thing we're waiting for is that interception. We've almost seen a couple by the Crabbers. I think we're going to see one in the second half. They really have figured out this speed of the pass.
Yeah, I think you're banking on that.
Yeah, I do think Cam. I know Cam Stevenson banking on it.
Yeah, well, Cam had an opportunity to have. He misjudged one.
You can almost see it in his eyes. I mean, he knows the ball's coming to his side, especially when they have Knight out that way.
And Knight,
Jermeek Knight, who's played well so far, and I think Dietrich Perkins for the Braves have been their star on defense. He's certainly in every play. So the Crabbers going to get the ball here to start the second half. This is Grant Defoe.
As he kicks it away from Newsome. That's Pulley who gets the ball. He goes upfield, does a spin move when he's tackled at around a 35. As you see Indian River's trying to go for the ball.
Well, Pulley's been waiting for his chances. He doesn't get a lot of touches. We thought early on in the season we would see him catch a few more passes, but the Crabbers went away from that. And
see, before this game, he had 10 catches for 231 yards. And he has 3 touchdowns on the season.
Well, I think we're going to see a lot more of him. I think we're going to see some out of Jaquarius Bellamy, who's his counterpart on the other side of the field.
Right.
Well, they come right back to the trips right with Daz Newsome out here.
Looks like Bellamy and that Pulley. It looks like Pulley is right next to him. Nunn is under center. Daz Newsome catches it. It was a low throw. He picked it up. He's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Perkins right there on the stop. I've been very impressed with him. I don't think we thought, heard a lot about him. 6'1", 215-pound senior. Dietrich Perkins wearing number 10 for the Braves.
So 54 on Indian River. Keenan Moore limps off the field.
Yeah, that's the Keenan Moore, 6'3", 260-pound senior for the Braves. He's going to go off and maybe stretch that knee a little bit.
So no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 from the 36 for Hampton. None under center. Traquan Smith behind him. Trips near side. This time he fakes another slant.
Another bad throw,
Low throw. That's 2 low throws on this possession.
So the receiver is open, just couldn't come up with it.
That was the play, how they scored on the touchdown. None to Pulley. This time the throw was low. Pulley couldn't get it.
Nunn's going to come out. And he's favoring something. He did something to himself. He's going to take a knee and just settle a little bit.
Looks like Mike Smith.
Probably frustrated himself.
Yeah, Mike Smith is giving him the business right now.
So
now Cam is in at quarterback. Cam Stevenson, haven't seen him much at quarterback in a few weeks, but he gets it. He's going to get a draw play on the quarterback. As Cam gets some yardage, he's going to be short of the first down, however. He probably has a gain of 8.
A good run by Cam Stevenson.
Let's see what Hampton does. It'll be 4th and it looks like a short 2.
Stevenson has brought so much more energy. When he did play about halftime at quarterback, he was 31 catches for 194 yards, 3 touchdowns. But he's the kind of kid that can really add energy. Valenzuela in to punt.
Looks like it.
Crabbers going to apparently go with about 8 players.
Indian River calls timeout.
So both teams having trouble getting the right number on the field. Timeout called by the Braves. That's important right there. It takes away one of the 3 timeouts for the half.
So Frank, interesting interview at halftime.
Oh, it's always. Kate has been. I was telling you the story. I do some broadcasts on the Peninsula Pilots during the summer, and she came up as an interviewee with the Daily Press, and they let her write the notes of that particular game. They literally, having interviewed her, I'm told, all afternoon, they stuck her in a press box at War Memorial Stadium, and they told her to write the notes. And I remember being very impressed by them. And another young reporter over the Daily Press, Jane Hammond, came the next night. And did the same thing, and then they hired both.
Right, absolutely.
And I think the press is really, it's my first thing to read in the morning online, and they're so supportive of our broadcast. Dave Johnson, Kate's predecessor, is still a very valuable source and a really good writer. They are loaded in the sports department with good writers, but that's what keeps that paper going. So the Crabbers have changed the look here.
We're going to punt. Now they're in the, I think it's a, oh, offsides,
And they
Indian
drew it.
River. It'll be a first down for Hampton.
That's
It looks
number
like
21 for the Braves. That's Kobe Kennebrew, who we've seen a lot of here. But
5-yard
Kennebrew,
penalty, and the results.
a junior,
First
makes a
down.
mistake and a first down. Good call by Mike Smith. I'm not sure he's really going to snap the ball on
I don't
that.
think he was
But
going to snap it. If he did, I think Newsom might have did a pooch kick on it. But it keeps the drive going for Hampton.
sure does. Well, they're on the near side there. You got all these trips on the near side. They all jammed here between the hash mark and the sideline.
That's been Hampton's formation so far tonight. Cam, looks like Cam Stevenson is back at quarterback. He
He's
gets
just gonna
another run. He gets popped.
Picks up a couple. Stevenson's a tough guy. Stevenson is, again, started splitting time with Nunn at quarterback early part of the season and became an incredibly valuable member of the defensive squad.
Doing a great job defensively.
So a new set of skill players in.
Now I'm wondering if Nunn was actually injured on the play or he just has been benched. He's on the sideline.
He seemed to favor something. He came out a little slow. That could hurt the Crabbers, but it gives away one of their options.
Yeah. Like Cunliffe is back in the backfield with Daz Newsom. 2nd and 8. Daz gets it far side. Good tackle made by number 14, Jonathan Griffith, as a flag goes down.
Call, that's a really nice toss of the flag. That's a 20-yard penalty call. That's a very keen-eyed back judge calling a hold from back there. And he moves his flag up to where he spotted it precisely 20 yards away. So that's going to another flag on the Crabbers. And they're going to, Indian River's going to take it back. I thought for a minute they would decline it, but
10 yards from the spot of the foul.
they're going to give the Crabbers the down back. They're going to take away 10 yards, but give the down back. The eagle-eyed back judge gets calls the penalty. And now, first and about, what, 17 for the Crabbers? Excuse me, 2nd and 17.
2nd and 18 from the 40.
18, okay. Now they're in the middle of the field. And they go with
Looks
two
like
right, one left.
Nunn's back in quarterback, under center. Draw play to Daz, and he's tackled right away. The Indian River defense is all on it this quarter.
Yeah, but Stevenson wide open and waving flags here on the near side, trying to draw some attention. I know Smith saw that.
Something to look forward to later on in the game, as it was a gain of 1 for Daz Newsom. Daz can't really get anything going on the running game so far.
Good view of DJ Nunn. Good to see the young man back here.
Cam Stevenson is along with him.
Camera work up here, of course, Susan Bowers, Nat Braxton doing a great job from high atop the stadium. Steve Fryer on the ground with our intern, Alan Beaver.
So DJ Nunn in shotgun, 3rd and 17. Fakes the pass. Sorry, fakes the pitch to Daz, and it's caught by Bellamy.
And Bellamy comes back to get the ball. The passes just aren't high enough to get any sort of forward motion. They pick up about 10 yards on that play. Nunn has got to get the ball up a little bit. It'll be 4th from the 49 of the Braves. So Valenzuela goes in. You can see the orange shoes come in there on the left of the screen.
So Hampton not taking any chances this quarter. 4th and 8. They're going to punt. With the game tied 14-14. 3rd quarter.
And the Crabbers still trying to find another player, and they're just and Nunn's going to come in now.
They get the punt off. Low snap. Venezuela gets it and punts it away. Jameek Knight is back, and it takes a Indian River bounce. They down it around the 21, 22-yard line.
Good coverage by the Crabbers. Not one of Valenzuela's better kicks, but a good one, and it puts the Braves back around their own 21-yard line. 1st and 10. 7:42, 48 to go. What do we got? 7:42 to go.
42, yeah.
Well, let's see what Indian River comes out here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, they go trips near side. Keyshawn Brown, the shotgun. Devin Hunter behind him. Look over at the sideline, gets the play. Looks like it's a flag. Looks like it's going to be against Indian River.
Oh, got a little illegal
Prior to the
procedure.
snap. False start.
False start.
Offense. 5-yard penalty.
Back 5
Still
yards.
first down.
So Indian River having a little rash of formation penalties we've seen, and it continues here in the third quarter.
First and 15.
Devin Hunter now behind the quarterback, back on his own 10-yard line.
Brown goes to Hunter. And he goes nowhere.
Well, the play is the same every time, and the line for the Crabbers is recognizes it. Hunter still picks up about 4, but they bring him down second and about 12 now for the Braves.
Johnny Gaskins on the tackle.
Gaskins came in a little dinged up, but has played well. He always does. There's a couple of these Crabbers that don't get a lot of press, but play very well.
Hunter goes in motion, shotgun.
4 left.
They go to Jermeek Knight as he breaks a tackle and gets a good gain. Missed tackles by Hampton.
Well, in the unbalanced defense, they were outnumbered here on the near side. Knight shows what he did the first part of the game. He's been quiet since mid-first quarter.
They're really impressed with Knight.
Well, Jermeek Knight brings it up. So his team has 2 yards for a first down.
Yep.
Devin Hunter behind Brown.
They marked it 3rd and 1 on the 21. This time,
and they go right to Hunter.
Gets the ball. He falls forward for a first down.
Crabbers don't seem to be ready for that play. That's number 54. It keeps getting up very slowly. Keenan Moore for the Brave offensive line, 6'3", 260-pound senior. He's a little slow out there. He's back in. He's a pretty tough kid. And Knight down here on the near side, practically in the Crabber huddle.
He's been in shotgun all night. Back to Hunter. He goes far side.
See, that's where Hunter's dangerous. If he gets over around the end, he did not.
Shows you how strong he is. He just breaks tackles, arm tackles.
Well, Devin Hunter, I mean, he's 6'2", 215. Like very Eric Dickerson-like, you know, upright runner. He put a little goggles on him, and he looked very similar.
He changed his number to 2nd and 6 for 36. This time Brown goes back to pass. It's complete.
And again, the zone doesn't recognize. They're going right in the middle of the zone. Griffin there. That's where most of the passes have been caught all night, right there. So another first down for the Braves, up to their own 49-yard line. Time running here in the third quarter, 14 all. First team to score is going to have the advantage.
That's right.
You don't want to be playing catch-up in the second half.
Brown, shotgun. Back to Hunter, same play. He goes far side. He's trying to get through the hole, but he has a tough time getting there as Hampton brings him down.
Well, they're not going to fool around with Hunter. They're going to try to – they've contained him well, and they give him 2 or 3 yards, but they're not giving him the big runs he's used to.
It's like Indian River's had more success in the passing game with Griffith and Christopher, and Jermeek Knight have had big nights in their at their wide receiver spot. Brown, shotgun.
Like Ezekiel Volk had come out there for the Crabbers.
Brown goes back to pass. He has pressure. He's trying to get away.
It's a hold there. They don't get that called.
And Brown gets away, and he has room up to the far side. He has a chance to score, and he's knocked out of bounds. Good hit by oh, man.
The hold back here was unreal and right in front of the officials.
No call.
But the great run by Brown, we've seen him with a couple of runs now. He didn't come up limping as he was stuck there. Who got it? Was that Daz Newsom that got him, the last man back? Or Stevenson?
Number 2.
Was
Travion Davis.
Travion.
If I'm not mistaken. It was Daz Newsom actually with the hit.
We'll see that again. He drops back. He's looking for receivers, sees none. Comes back, and then watch the hole right there.
Oh, yeah.
Right on 77 of the Crabbers. No way he can chase him down. Tariq Coleman. And then here's the stick.
Oh,
that is Daz Newsom. Yep.
Look at that hit.
Timeout.
So kind of a
Indian River.
Indian River calls their second timeout. So
sloppy play gets him a first down, and it's going to be 1st and goal from the 5.
Well, we've been impressed with Brown so far. He's made some good runs. Now the ball down there on the 5-yard line. Let's see if the Crabbers defense can stiffen to allow Brown's leg to stiffen, because he got stuck there pretty hard. He came up limping.
That might have been a reason for the timeout.
Of course, now you have the weapon, Devin Hunter.
So that was a huge play, and like we said, you know, at the beginning of the half, you know, it's almost like first touchdown win, so to speak.
Yeah.
So Hampton's defense has to stiffen up here as it's 1st and goal from the 5.
And they get the big boys out there, Red and Conliff. And it's Juice Majette out there with the line.
They have to be careful of the
Jalen Powell, Bolt. Those guys are going to have to really hold this line.
When Indian River scored that second touchdown, Brown with a fake. As Jameek Knight goes in motion, they go to Hunter, their man, as he pushes forward, and he's almost in the end zone. He picks up about 4 yards.
He's one of those guys that always falls forward. That time he fell forward about 2.5 yards. So the ball down to the 1, and they're going to just line up and try it again. Hands it right to him. Like he tucks that ball really well. Conliff right on top of him, but he can't bring him down without giving him a couple yards. Here we go.
2nd and goal from the 1. Griffith comes in. Goes back to Hunter. He stopped. He gets in. They say he's getting in the end zone. Touchdown, Indian River. Devin Hunter.
Boy,
his second touchdown of the night.
Play. Number 58, Kyler Holcomb, comes up holding his arm, his hand. But it's 6 points for the Braves. Here comes a big extra point.
Yes.
See if the Crabbers can get ready for this and make this a challenge, this extra point. Because if there's a weakness, this is one of them.
There's Grant Defoe.
Those got his name on his towel. That's nice.
And DeAndre Owens is the holder. And it's going to be good.
Oh, Defoe kicks it through, gives the Braves a 21-14 lead here with 4:04 to go in the 3rd quarter. Another, I think, a missed hold call out there, and then just a broken play. And Keyshawn Brown has played extremely well tonight and gives his team the lead. Now the Crabbers are going to come back and try to level this thing.
Yeah, really been impressed with Brown and the receivers. They have a couple young receivers that have made plays, and Jameek Knight. Of course, Devin Hunter
Jonathan
has 2
Griffin
touchdowns.
And Jerry and Christopher all have contributed tonight.
Jameek Knight. And our defensive line has played well for Indian River, so they're up 21-14.
Well, you got to wonder if Indian River could just give the ball to Hunter and just pick up 3.5, 4 yards every play.
They could.
And win a ball game, and they may be tested here in their next offensive possession. Crabbers are ready to go. They're lined up.
But I mean, it's funny how that play by Brown was the key. It was a pass, and he got away and set up the touchdown by Hunter. It's 21-14.
This broadcast come to you courtesy of the Hampton City Schools, Channel 48. Andy Foley, our director. Renee Camden doing the control down there, camera control. Randy Bagoli, our engineer. Matt Buckwalter, my nephew, on the graphics. Krista Campbell does a replay, and you'll see how quick those replays come up. Our cameraman, Nat Braxton. Susan Bowers and Steve Fryer, and, of course, Alan Bieber, our intern, has been very helpful today. Saved Wube a run up to the top to test microphone, the young man. Little squib kick.
He gets it.
And they're going to
pitches it back to Daz.
He's going to take advantage.
He's going to take advantage of that. He gets it to about the 45-yard line. Good pitch.
Good tackle.
I was thinking to myself, I was wondering when they were going to try that. The pitch to Daz.
Smith was able to bring down Daz Newsom, but Newsom runs it back to the 44-yard line of the Braves. So 1st and 10 for the Crabbers there. A short field for the Crabbers. They need a touchdown.
Yeah. I guess
to level this game.
If you don't kick it to my playmaker, I'll give it to him myself.
Yeah, smart move there. So here comes the Crabbers.
Look, Cam Stevenson's back at quarterback.
Stevenson's brought a little energy as he comes in. He and Nunn have switched off here in the second half. Mike Smith comes on the field and is going to direct his offense on where to go. Justin Red turning around. Here they go.
Back. Traquan Smith is in front of him. Cam Stevenson is the quarterback. He fakes it to
He's going to follow Smith. Yeah.
And you can look at Stevenson. He's not really much of a passing threat. So he's going to run.
Boy, I tell you one thing. They don't blow the whistle until Stevenson is dug into the ground on that one. But he's a strong runner.
Coach Smith
for his
back
side.
on the field.
Cam Stevenson, 5'6", 151, and he took on the front left side of the defensive line of Indian River and got almost 4 yards on that one. You see him follow Smith right through the hole. Good block by, Smith has become a really good fullback.
Yes. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7 from the 41. 3-10 and counting as he bobbles it. This time he's going to run like a bootleg, naked bootleg as he gets pushed out of bounds.
Didn't get the first down, though, up close to it. About a yard short, yard and a half short.
As again.
But Stevenson getting positive yards, Wube, every time he carries the ball.
So it's, what was it, a pickup of 4, maybe 5?
He may be 2 yards short now.
So it's 3rd and 2 from the 41.
Newsom comes to the backfield. And Justin Red there in the right tackle spot. They're going right over top of him. Good sight there, Red. And number 60 is Derek Henderson.
Daz Newsom with a spin move, and he hits the B button for a first down.
Yeah, he did. And you see Justin Red almost level with him out there at the 30 as he pushes his man straight back. That's number 54, Keenan Moore, who's starting to play both ways now for Indian River. So it didn't look like that in the starting lineups we got before game. But
he's been limping in and out of the lineup, in and out of the game.
Grabbers go trip right again. They seem to be up against this right hash. It is kind of constricts what they're trying to do. Let's see if Stevenson can make something out of this.
So Stevenson in shotgun. Goes to Smith, almost bobbled it.
Smith right up the middle.
Smith with a great run up the middle, and he's still on his feet. Good play by Traquan Smith. I was worried about the snap. Looked like it was almost going to fall out of Stevenson's hands, and Smith got it and went up the middle.
Well, there's a reason to run Smith like they've been doing, so it gives it fake a real bite, and that time the Indian River Braves bit on it, and Smith able to run up there. In fact, Smith had to pull the ball out of Stevenson's hand.
Good play.
Real good play. Tackle there by number 4.
That's
Jermeek Knight,
who is our guy on offense, and Knight makes tackles on defense.
So here are the Crabbers.
1st and 10 from the 13. As we've seen Stevenson in the second half. He's under center. Looks like it was offsides on Indian River. No call. Daz Newsom gets it.
Right up over the center and down to the 10. A tackle there by number 30, Deron Sampson. Called his number a few times tonight.
2-yard gain will make it 2nd and 8 for the Raptors.
So 2nd and 8 from the 10. 156 and counting. Third quarter, 21-14 Indian River.
Not a great spot there. That shot doesn't show it, but they're on the about the 11.
Yeah. Stevenson has room. He's going to, with a good fake, and he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Hampton.
Yeah, very good play by Stevenson. He has shown the ability to go forward every time he carries the ball. And that time, just fooled the entire Brave defense. Good blocking on the left side of the offensive line for the Crabbers.
Man, nice play.
Stevenson, with an extra point, is going to have tied this game up. Valenzuela on.
And like you said, Frank, special teams.
Yeah, that good starting position for the Crabbers certainly helped.
Very important. Daz
Mike
Newsom is
Smith
going to hold. Venezuela's kick is up, and it is good.
So a tie ball game. Well, Cam Stevenson, who we by the time we caught up with Hampton this year, we were in week 4, week 5. Stevenson and Nunn have been trading off a lot, and then that ceased a lot. But Stevenson has shown himself to be quite the runner tonight, and he does a really good bootleg around the left side. And even our friend Jermeek Knight couldn't catch him.
And we're wondering if Nunn is injured or is it coaching decision, whatever the case is. Stevenson's come right in and picked up the slack, and he tied the game on that bootleg on the touchdown.
Well, when Nunn came off, he did seem a little banged up and a little slowed, I guess is the way to do it, and his throws have been a little down. So stop going in the air, go to the run if you can pick up yards like that.
So now that gives Indian River a chance to get the ball. Let's see if Venezuela kicks it to Hunter again. .136 left in the third quarter. Venezuela to kick. Hunter and Jermeek Knight back for Indian River. As he kicks it, there's the Venezuela
kick.
that we know.
Of course, it's Hunter.
It's Hunter that gets it. He goes back from the 5. This is where he's dangerous. He's he bouncing off of players, and he gets tackled at around the 24.
Well, that's a real good coverage by the Crabbers. That's a long kick. And this is where you can really stick Hunter in the open field. If you can catch him and try to tire him out a little bit. Kid's an athlete. You see him there, number 7, waiting for the play, which if I'm the coach of Indian River, I say give it to the number 7.
So I don't see none on defense either. It looks like Bellamy's taking his spot on defense, so it might be an injury, Frank.
Yeah, I think he did. He came off a little slow.
So, and let's keep an eye on Keyshawn Brown. He took a shot going towards his end zone earlier in the game. He gives it to Hunter up the middle. Hunter breaks a tackle. He slips one, and Travion Davis
can't let him by. The line has got to keep him there. They've done a great job. That time, Hunter able to slip by.
Yeah.
Got to watch the blocks. There was good blocking on the left side of the offensive line for the Indian River squad. Damari Owens with a good block here. You see 57.
Oh, yeah,
It's
right up
his block / hold that was able to create the space, and Hunter doesn't need much.
Doesn't need much.
And I think they've probably been listening to the broadcast. They're going to give it to Hunter over and over. Trips left.
Brown, shotgun. Fakes to Hunter. This time he keeps, but he's met by, is that Cunliffe?
Yeah, and that's,
no, that's
or
Powell.
Is it Red?
It might be Powell.
They take turns falling on him.
And I don't think Brown wanted to.
No, he didn't like seeing what he saw.
He didn't like seeing a 6'3", 275.
That's Elijah Cunliffe, yeah. No, excuse me, it was.
Powell.
It was 65. Yeah. Jalen Powell. Powell, 6'3", 275. Those guys scare the lunch ladies every day.
Brown goes 5'10", 175. So 2nd and 13 from the 34. Brown back in the shotgun. He goes back to pass. It is going to be incomplete. He was open.
Stevenson over there.
Yes, he was open. Intended for Griffin. Yeah, Griffin, yeah.
Stevenson probably had a better chance of catching that. It was just out of the grasp of both the receiver and the defensive back.
Actually, it's just third.
So once again, they go away from Hunter and go to the pass, and they keep going to that side. Stevenson he's got to think this is just an opportunity for me.
It's going to be 3rd and 13 from the 34. Indian River over the sideline getting the play.
And Indian River down to 1 timeout left. They had to take 2 early here in the 3rd quarter.
26 seconds left. Brown, shotgun, trips, near side. He goes back to pass. No pressure. He has a guy wide open, and that's Griffith.
Flag I thought I saw right here on the far side.
It looks like it is.
Right down the feet of Coach Danny Mitchell down there. There's a flag at the line of scrimmage. So that play is going to come back.
Oh, another illegal shift on Indian River. We've seen it, about 4 or 5 of those tonight.
Now, illegal shifts and illegal procedures over and over have hurt Indian River tonight. So that's going to come back.
That was huge because Griffith had the first down.
Motion.
Said it's going to be 3rd at about 18,
5-yard
19.
penalty. Still 3rd down.
Mike Smith's going to give a little personal instruction and push them back out there. Crabber number 22, that's Grogan's. And he's getting some personal instruction.
I haven't seen Cole. Coach Smith did say that Grogan's was going to play for Cole tonight.
Sophomore Kareek Grogan's.
So it's going to be 3rd and 18.
Now you got 3 receivers out here and only 2 defensive backs, and somebody's got to come over. And the Crabbers are not set right.
Daz has the slot.
He's going to get him quick. Now
Hunter goes back behind Brown. Goes back to pass. They try that screen.
The play right into him.
And Brown is going to get away, but he's not going to get far. Maybe a gain of 1. He goes out of bounds.
He's still going. He's just out of bounds.
Great play by
the big men up front, right?
And again, they were going for the screen. Every time they went for the screen, Frank, Hampton has sniffed it out and stopped it.
Now they hope they got a punter.
That's going to be Brian Griffith, the punter. As Daz Newsom stands at around the 45-yard line, gets the snap, and it's going to be it almost – did it hit a Crabber?
We don't –
like
I couldn't tell. Looks like he got shoved into it. They've got to watch that. Ball was not recovered in the field of play, so it's going to stay the Crabber ball, but that's a dangerous play.
Yeah. Let's see if it did hit anybody.
Block right there.
Oh,
No, well, we couldn't see it. But it goes out of bounds. No, it must have hit him because they were after it.
Yeah.
Cam Stevenson.
Oh, man.
Well, he didn't want it to touch the ball there. He does want to touch it now. He comes out in the quarterback spot again.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 40. Cam Stevenson still at quarterback.
Yeah, none's right here by the coach, but I think he may have been slowed by a little injury.
This could be a huge drive if Hampton can punch one in.
Hampton with a chance to move ahead. They've tried it before and called back on a penalty. They have not led this game.
Stevenson this time goes to
that's Smith.
Smith, and that's going to end the 3rd quarter. 21-21, Frank. This might be the best game we've had all year.
Yeah, that was Smith, and that was just churning his legs. The only reason I knew it was him because those knees were up.
Yeah.
What a great run. So 5-yard pickup there at the end of the 3rd, 21-21. Wube, we got a ball game right here.
Great game. And we expected this. It's the playoffs. It's a rematch from last year. 2 teams in 5A who are trying to move on to the next round. Conference championship next week, Frank, and, great game.
Well, what I think people don't understand fully, and I still, with all these different divisions, the fact is the Old Peninsula District has 4 different, is it 3, 4, 5, and 6? They have teams in all those 3 based on size of school. So Phoebus High School, it's won state titles since 2000, 5 or 6 state titles since 2000. They're in Division 3.
Yeah. And they're
so they have played Woodside, Division 6, who's now, they were leading in halftime in their playoff game. They play Hampton. They play Bethel. They play Heritage.
4A.
4A.
And they were playing Lake Taylor.
Tonight. So you have all these teams, and a team like Phoebus that's played up on all these teams. So Indian River, too, has played big teams in their
Oscar
league.
Smith. They played Western
in Division
Branch.
6, all those big schools in Chesapeake. So these are 2 battle-worn teams that should be play at this level. There goes Cam Stevenson.
Stevenson with a great run. He gets hit.
Not only does he get hit, but he deals a hit to Hunter. He just leaned into Hunter.
And, folks, he's 5'6", 150.
And he knocked Hunter backwards. He was coming. So Cam Stevenson, the spark plug here.
Look
at this play. And he switches the ball, and then he decides he's just going to go forward and boom.
Oh, yeah,
he knocked Hunter right off of his feet.
Whoa.
That's something right there to knock that athlete down.
Stevenson, the transfer from Kickinton. He was a quarterback last year for Kickinton when Dez went out. It goes to, he fumbled the ball, and Indian River gets it. Huge play by the Indian River defense.
And just a mistake by the Crabbers. Looks like Smith, Traquan Smith.
And Owens grabs the fumble recovery. Oh, huge play. Start of the 4th quarter, and he drops
See it
the ball.
again here. I'm not sure he even had it. Never had the ball. And number 57 there.
That's Owens.
Owens picks it up. Damari Owens, sophomore, has one of his big plays of the year.
Huge turnover.
So the Crabbers give up the chance to go ahead. They're back on defense, and they've got to stop Indian River here. We're in the 4th quarter.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 30. Brown in the shotgun as he's been all night. Goes to Hunter up the middle. Hunter's got to be worn out, folks. He's playing both ways.
And he's a big guy.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes the little running backs can last a little longer, but Hunter's been popped a couple times, including that run by Cam Stevenson. That's disappointing by the Crabbers, though. They give up the chance to move ahead.
That's right. 2nd and 9, gain of 1 on the 31-yard line. Brown, shotgun, trips far side now.
DJ Nunn back warming up over on the sideline. So whatever, he's going to try to get back in.
Hunter goes in motion.
And
it goes to Jameek Knight. And good tackle. That would have been a long run.
Generous spot, but it may not be enough for the first down.
Looks like he's going
they give him the first down.
Oh, they give it to him.
Yeah. He didn't even turn around and look at the stick.
I tell you what, that was a huge touchdown.
That is a big catch.
Touchdown saving tackle. Was that
Red missed
that was
the
Majette.
tackle, but it's Majette that finally brings him down.
Back to live action. It goes to Hunter. Hunter tries to get some space, and he gets tackled maybe a yard. We'll see what they spotted.
Generous spot there. But he's just a hard-nosed runner. That's the first time we've seen him push backwards on his feet like that.
Hunter, the Braves ball carrier, that's by.
So 2nd and about.
They gave him 1.
Long one.
2nd and 9 from the 41. Brown As this quick offense goes back to little
Goes
pass.
to Hunter on the side.
Nobody's even near him. As he runs over, it looks like he runs over Bellamy.
So Hunter works up ahead of Steam and Steam rolls the cornerback. And now the Crabbers got to catch their breath.
And they're Indian River's ready to go. Brown in the shotgun.
That's where they're just going to give it to Hunter over and over. Now he moved.
This time it goes to Hunter and he's tackled.
Down.
He might have lost a yard on that play.
I'd like to see that one again. It looked to me like Hunter. It looked like the Canadian Football League. He was moving.
Everybody can move in the Canadian League.
Watch him step.
Oh, yeah,
see
he
him?
moved. He moved. He definitely moved.
You know, if a lineman does that, it's automatic illegal procedure, but not the tailback.
So that was a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 from the 49.
Crabbers trying to get this ball back.
Trips.
Under 10 minutes now.
Trips far side. Griffith near side. It'll be a pass. Brown goes back to pass. And Griffith makes the catch. He's been all over the field. He's trying to get away. He gets a spin move. He's still on his feet. And he's finally tackled by Daz Newsome out of bounds.
So a great catch by Griffin. And a good run considering he broke a few tackles across the field.
So another first down for Indian River is they are moving down the field with the pass. You see Brown. Again, Hunter keeps going as he's going to try to get
pass behind him. Good catch, I guess I should say.
Indian River's back at it again. This time they go back to Hunter. Hunter has some space.
Good tackle.
Looks like they're trying to wear Hampton down with the fast-paced offense.
Well, I don't know why they don't just run the same play. They're doing that, and they got the time, but they're giving Hampton a chance to catch their breath. They come with switch the receivers up.
Brown, shotgun, Hunter.
Hunter again.
He's still moving. This guy's so strong.
Slowed down, but he still picks up the first down.
First down, Indian Rivers. They keep moving the chains. That fumble was huge, Frank, by Hampton.
Really big. Just swung the momentum right back to Indian River.
First down and 10 from the 22 as Indian River has just moved the ball down the field on Hampton.
Crabbers need a turnover right here. Now Coach Farabee takes his time to get his play in for Indian River. Clock running. 8:30.
So Knight and Griffith near side. Brown. This time he goes to number 33, a new running back here for Indian River.
Number 33 is
DeJohn
Yearling. Yearling, the senior.
First carry of the game.
5'9" senior running back. It would be hard to get carries over there at Indian River with Hunter in the backfield.
Looks like Hunter is still out. Probably getting a breather.
Crabbers rotating the big men up front.
Clock still running. 2nd and 10 from the 18. Yearling.
Now they're all moving, and they're taking so much time.
Prior to the snap.
So Indian River shoots itself in the foot, gives up the 5 yards they just got.
Still second down.
I bet you Hunter will come back in the game after that.
Well, just too much confusion back there. They're trying to do too much. And it has not worked all night. Now that helps the Crabber defense, gives them a breather.
Yeah, puts them back 5 yards.
And gets them time to set up.
So I don't see Hunter back in the game yet. It's still Yearling back there with Brown. Shotgun, trips near side. Brown goes back to pass. He's pressured. He's going to try to get away, and he gets away from the first initial. Oh, is it a touchdown, Indian River?
Number 10 for Indian River.
That's number 19.
Perkins. Was it 19?
Yeah, 19.
Deshaun
That's Cromwell, who's been in motion all night. As Hampton had him in the backfield, and Brown got away and saw Cromwell wide open in the end zone. 27-21 Indian River.
So Indian River keeps moving ahead by 7. And this is where the Crabbers really need to get this kick right here.
Yeah. The snap is up, and it is good.
All right, not a great kick, but a good one.
Yeah.
So the Indian River Braves move ahead by a touchdown, 28-21 with 7:25 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Crabbers fumble kills the momentum.
That killed them.
And the fact that they lost the receiver and left him in the corner.
And then Red had him.
Just Travion Davis comes up. And he's been standing there.
Wide open.
Boy, that's a tough play. The Crabbers give it the touchdown.
Two receivers wide open over there.
So the defense gives up the touchdown. Now we got to go back. Crabbers have got to get this ball down the field. We're looking for a big special teams play right here.
7:25.
They had plenty of time.
Oh, yeah. Plenty of time. Let's see what they do. They try to kick it away from Daz. Last time they did kick it away from Daz, but they pitched it to him anyway, and he got good field position for the Crabbers. So we'll see how they do it on this play here, on the kick. But Defoe's been doing a lot of onside and swift kicks for Indian River. Looks like he's going to try that again.
Listen, Indian River coaches up here talking about an onside kick effort. It's just a little hooch kick back.
Oh, no. Nobody wanted to get it for Hampton. It looks like Indian River gets the ball on the swift kick.
Hampton makes the two of them don't decide. Somebody doesn't step up and catch it. It falls right between the Crabber players. And Indian River gets the ball back. Two big mistakes by the Crabbers here in the fourth quarter. Just simple mistakes.
Yes, two people just nobody wanted it.
Nobody wanted it that time. We'll see the replay, but it fell right between them.
I think it might have hit his foot, Frank.
She seemed to have a big time out there. Newsom is not. I don't think he's involved. Yes, he is.
Yes, Newsom, and that's Nunn. It hit Newsom in the foot.
Well, Nunn was. I think Newsom thought Nunn was going to catch it.
Yeah.
So now the clock's going to run. Crabbers with 3 timeouts left.
They're at the 33-yard line.
They need the turnover.
Give it to Hunter. And that's what they do. They give it to Hunter. And Hunter's moving the chains. Indian River's going to try to keep it going.
They're just going to keep it going, run the clock down as fast as they can, and keep giving it to Hunter. Gaskins on the tackle there.
Gain of 6 by Hunter. 2nd and 4 from the 33. Brown. Oh, he fumbles it.
Ball's underneath Hunter, I think. So the fumble, they give back a few yards.
Yeah.
Well, not a perfect game by Indian River, but an effective one.
Clock's still running, though. That's more of an issue than the fumble. And they have Hampton has 3 timeouts actually left, so we'll see what Mike Smith decides to start using.
And just careless mistakes have hurt the Crabbers here. They've got to recover. They've got time, but they've got to stop the Braves right here.
A huge third down here. 3rd and 8 from 31. Brown goes back, fakes the Hunter. He's going to throw.
Brown still got it. Going to throw it up in the air. A little
got it wide open. He's out of bounds. It's incomplete.
So one of those rainbow passes. Again, that time there was a defender back. There's a flag down at the line of scrimmage. Illegal man down the field. Is that?
It's going to be against Indian River, whatever the fact is.
Let's see what Mike Smith does with this. They're going to move him back, it looks like.
It's like somebody in the end zone that's stretching out.
My time. Injury timeout.
But there was a flag down. I'm a little confused by
what the flag was.
Officials. It was a flag right in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
I mean, was I seeing things?
Man, what a game.
Just make it. Still waiting to see what's going on. There's a player down out there. That's not a good sign.
And as you had Nunn already that went out with an injury, as we saw, and now Stevenson limps off. It's going to be 4th and 8, Frank, from the 31.
He may be cramping.
Decision time for Indian River.
No, obviously, if you had a kicker, you kick.
Right. Well, it's at the 31. That's
field goal.
Yeah,
it's a long field goal, about a 48-yard.
An eligible receiver downfield on the offense. That penalty is declined. And it brings us 4th down.
4th down. If you're Indian River, do you try to run
I
it?
think Indian River goes for it here. Just depending on what they do. They have confidence in the defense, and if they don't get it.
You could punt it, just hooch kick it right down there around the 5-yard line and hope
they're going to line up. That's normal. Trips.
There you go.
Near side. Let's see what Hampton's defense can pull out now. It's 4th and 8 from the 31. Huge defensive play now for Hampton. Brown's going to go back to pass, and he has a guy wide open, and he catches it first down. Indian River, he was wide open.
There's no reason that he's wide open. And the defender is standing there like he's covering his zone, but not covering the guy right behind him. What's the call here? Another flag. Indian River coaches up here in the booth, not aware of who that was on.
Obviously, you would decline it if it gets Hampton. I mean, if it gets Indian River.
Well, was the catch made?
Motion on the offense.
Decline it.
No, if the catch was made, it would have been first down. So now they're going to bring it back.
Still 4th down.
So now it's 4th and about 13.
Yeah.
So a break for the Crabbers.
Huge break. So now they're going to probably, maybe they're going to go for the punt now.
Yeah, here comes, number 23 is going to punt it, Brian Griffin.
Griffin, and look at this catch here.
He just standing around the sideline. And that's Crabbers number 23, Elijah Highsmith, just standing there. And I'm not aware that the receiver was behind him. Who was that on the catch, Griffin?
It's Griffin. They were going to punt, and now they line up, they're going to go for it. So Hampton has to adjust. 6:06 left. 4th and 13 from the 36. They've had success in the passing game. Brown back to pass. Nobody pressures him. And it's going to be short of a first down.
But not by much. That's scary.
Maybe a 2-yard short.
So the Crabbers take control at their own 25-yard line with 6 minutes even to go. And they've got a task in front of them.
Yes, they do.
Especially if Stevenson is still out. Is that him on the ground stretching?
Yes.
So Stevenson's not ready to go.
What do they put at quarterback?
Nunn was up and throwing. So I expect to see DJ Nunn. He's right behind Coach Smith.
They're going to go with, looks like they're going to go with Daz. Yeah, Daz is going to stay in at quarterback.
Yep.
I'm not sure what's going on with Nunn, but Daz stays in at quarterback.
Anthony Cumbie in the game now for the Crabbers, number 11. As Nunn and Stevenson are out. Stevenson still down on the ground getting his legs stretched. He had a bad cramp.
This is why you lift weights and work out in summer workouts. As Daz Newsom goes up the middle.
And he picks up 5 yards.
Picks up 5 yards on that one.
Well, they can run him a couple times. The Crabbers have got to go. They've got to move.
Yeah,
5 minutes and 49 seconds to go, and that clock's going to keep moving. Can't wait on the play.
28-21, 5:37 left in the third quarter.
Here comes a play, number 21, Keontae Stith, who has run the ball well. In the few times he's gotten a chance to carry it. So he brings the play in. A little confusion there, but they're taking plenty of time, about half a minute to get this play off.
Daz in the shotgun. This time he goes to Smith, but he's tackled in the backfield.
So not a good play there by the Crabbers. 3rd down now.
Huge 3rd down at the 30-yard line. It's going to be what, looks like it's going to be 3rd and 6.
So with 2 quarterbacks injured, now Nunn's going to step up.
3rd and 5 from the 30.
The official tries to knock him down, but he's okay. Here he comes DJ Nunn. So Nunn's going to come in and try to rally his troops. 3rd and 8. Cumbie comes out.
It's going to be a huge 3rd down here for Hampton. Clock still running. Nunn, shotgun, trips near side.
Got to get the ball snap. He does.
He's got time to throw it, and it's going to be caught by Bellamy. What a catch by Bellamy.
We've been waiting for him since week 4, and that was a really good catch by Bellamy.
I thought the throw was high, but Bellamy went up and caught it.
Bellamy's a tall, thin, athletic receiver.
Well, they've got him listed at 6 foot. I think he's taller than that.
He's got a good leap on him. So 1st down, big 1st down. DJ Nunn comes in and gets the 1st down.
Awesome.
So without Cam Stevenson, with a dinged-up DJ Nunn, the Crabbers driving here, trying to tie this ball game.
The clock is running.
And almost 4 minutes.
Oh, they fake it. They go to Pulley with a great catch. Pulley's close to a 1st down. As Nunn is coming and just revive the offense. That's going to be a gain of, looks like a gain of 8 or 9, almost close to 9 yards on that one.
But they got to keep moving.
Yeah.
Clock stops on the first down, but
It's gain of 9, none to Pulley. So it's going to be 2nd and 1 at the 49-yard line of Indian River.
not a soul left off the Hampton side. I can tell you, nobody's left this stadium. The Crabbers driving for the tying touchdown. They're gonna
none under center. We'll go back to pass again. Oh, incomplete. Almost intercepted. Intended for, it looks like Bellamy. No, that was Pulley.
Pulley, yeah. Pulley and Bellamy become the important receivers tonight as they go all over Daz Newsome.
Yeah. Almost intercepted.
3rd down, and they need the first down.
Thought maybe they would run on that play, but.
Well, the clock does stop.
Yeah, 3rd and 1. Dangerous pass. None under center. Traquan Smith is behind him. It goes to keep. None actually keeps it. Takes a hit.
Down.
Got a first down.
Yep.
Great play. As everybody thought he was going to Smith, including me.
So he's up to the 45.
Clock stops at 3:25.
But chewing the nails on the Crabber side now as they drive for the touchdown. Good play by DJ Nunn. Keeps his feet there. Perkins
hit.
there at the feet.
Yeah.
Perkins has been all over the place for the Braves tonight. Trips left this time for the Crabbers.
Oh, high snap. Newsome gets it. He's wrapped up. Good hit.
Throws his timing off with a high snap.
That's Perkins.
And Smith is barking about something on the sideline.
High snap. Dietrich personal tackle. Gain of 1.
Perkins been the defensive player of the game tonight for Indian River. Time still going as Smith is having a long conversation with Nunn.
You got to go.
This is where you got to go with play 2 or 3.
Yeah,
That's
2nd and 9 from the 44.
you don't want to tell, you're the bottle cap, I'm the stick. You got to call a number and go. Here they come. Hands up. He's got to get the snap off and do 5 yards.
Happens every year for
Prior
Hampton.
to the snap. Delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
Hampton
Still
usually
2nd
gets
down.
a delay game, a penalty each game, but that one hurts.
Yeah, it
That
hurts
makes
big
them
time.
pick up an extra 15 yards or an extra 5 yards for the first down. They're 2nd and 14 now. Yeah, stops clock. 2:21 to go. Crabbers need a big play.
Yes, they do.
You think they'd go to Daz Newsome, but Traquan Smith able to give them one if they can get him the ball and get him a little opening there at the line of scrimmage.
28-21. 2:21 left in the ball game. 2nd and 14 for Hampton at the 49-yard line. Nunn in the shotgun. He's going to fake the run. He's going to pass. He's got Pulley. Pulley is incomplete, almost intercepted by number 14, Jonathan Griffith. He was there.
Pulley
overthrew Pulley.
The ball was thrown on the wrong side of
Yeah.
Pulley. He had to turn around, and then he stopped.
And Griffith had the ball in his hands, almost intercepted. So it's going to be 3rd and 14 now, Frank. 2:15 left in the ball game.
We need a bulk of this 14 at least here and
Yeah.
give them a chance on 4th down. So
I like the idea of going deep, but just the pass wasn't there, and Pulley misjudged it.
Hunter shadowing Newsome out far right, trips right again. This has been a successful formation for the Crabbers tonight.
Nunn, shotgun, trips far side. Nunn looks that way. He's going to throw it. He has a man wide open. It's going to be out of bounds.
I don't know
And
what that
Stith
one
was
was.
wide open on the far side, wide open.
As the safety Knight had come over to the near.
Oh,
Nunn has not had one of his better throwing nights tonight.
no, he hasn't. This is probably the ball game, folks. 4th
Valenzuela,
and 14.
Valenzuela looks like he was coming on to kick.
Oh, no. 4th and 14 from the 49. 2:09 left in the ball game. This is probably the game here, folks.
Crabbers still have all 3 timeouts. The Crabbers come to the line because they don't have much time. You watch the back, Judge, when the hand goes
It's
up.
like Cam Stevenson now at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. Interesting, they put Cam Stevenson in there. He goes back to pass. He's going to have to throw it, and it's going to be caught.
First
down by Hampton. What a play.
What
Cam
a
Stevenson. Dash Newsom once again with a great play.
Stevenson throws the duck, and Newsom reaches underneath the belly and hauls it in.
And Stevenson hasn't thrown a pass all night.
And thrown a pass in all month. And he throws an adequate pass, and Newsom brings it in.
I didn't think he was going to get there because he had pressure, and he throws it. 5'6" quarterback with a duck, and Dash Newsom goes down and gets it. Gets the first down. Maybe got it by what, 6 inches?
Crabber seemed very casual. They got to go.
Time is clicking.
Stevenson
drops it, and a flag. It's like it's going to be a delay of game again on Hampton.
Prior to the snap. False start.
False start on
offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Well, the clock stops the clock. 1st and 10 or 1st and 15, but they stop the clock. So it could be worse.
So they go away from DJ Nunn, put in Cam Stevenson. He gets the first down.
All the fans now lining up on the sidelines. Everybody's stopping.
1:43 left in the game. It's been an exciting game here, playoff action here at Darling Stadium.
And I'm surprised the clock starts after that penalty, but it does, and they got to go. Trips left.
Stevenson, shotgun. Stevenson's going to run it. And he's going to get tackled.
5 yard. Yeah, that's going to be a 15-yarder. I think, that's going to be a 15-yard penalty, I think, on the Indian River. They grabbed him around the neck and then rolled him. I think they're going to call that a 15-yarder.
I saw it. I didn't think it was going to be a penalty because I didn't think he was going to call it.
No, he wrapped him up. He had him down in personal foul. That is clearly a personal foul. Dragged him over by his neck. So Stevenson okay, but he picked up 15 yards on a 5-yard run.
Personal foul.
So to see what it is.
You'll see the tackle right here.
15 yards from the end of the run. That results first down.
That's the penalty right there.
Yeah, he got him. Okay, now the ball's at the 20. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 20. 1:21 left in the game. Oh man, this is great. As you see the Hampton bench getting excited.
Clock's still
Everybody
going.
on their feet. Clock's rolling.
Cam
Stevenson again.
There. Smith not calling a timeout. Both Wube and I calling a timeout. It took him 7 seconds to call a timeout.
Timeout. Hampton.
So it's going to be 59 seconds left, Frank. The ball is on the 20-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of time, and they have 3 down. So let's see if the Crabber, they have 2 timeouts left.
Wow. What a game. So Hampton has been through this before against Bethel. They went to an overtime game. Let's see if they can try to get this game to go to overtime.
Boy, that's going to be the big question. If they'll go to overtime, try to run it in. Yeah.
Wow, what a game.
That's when the overtime, you got Devin Hunter be such a weapon from that short yardage.
You're right.
Smith is out there now. These guys, every one of these Crabbers has played well tonight. In fact, they've given everything. Stevenson was down on the track after the play in just out of bounds in the end zone. And he's come back in and thrown for the first down. Nunn was out, hurt. He went back in and had a nice run for a first down. They've all given everything.
What's the funny thing about it is Coach Smith at the beginning of the year said they both would play. Nunn has played basically the whole season, and tonight we've seen both of them at quarterback and both throwing passes, which we haven't seen all year. Stevenson in the shotgun. He's going to go back to pass. He's going to throw it. It's going to be caught. And it's a touchdown by Hampton. Is that Pulley?
Yeah, number 24.
Pulley from Stevenson. Wow, what a play.
What a throw by Stevenson.
What a throw by Stevenson. That's
All right now, Carter, they got to settle down and get to the point.
Yeah, you got to get the extra point to
What's
tie
he going to do?
He looks like he's going to.
He's going to kick it.
No, I don't see Valenzuela out there yet.
Yeah, he's right there with Danny Mitchell.
Okay.
No,
and they're bringing him back. They're going to go for the win, folks. Whoa. They're going to try to go for the win here.
Wow.
Oh, this is huge, guys. 53 seconds left, 28-27.
Crabbers go for 2.
They're going to go for 2, and they still don't – I don't think they really know what they want to do yet. Is Hampton's going to – Indian River's actually going to call a timeout.
They call their last timeout.
Timeout.
going to get heartburn on this game.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
What a
That's our
throw.
last
We
man.
can see it on replay now.
I mean, just the poise from Stevenson. Oh, there it is.
Here we
Look
go.
at Stevenson, the 5'6" quarterback.
Better
and Pulley with
and
using
just
his
reaches
size.
over,
Look at
and
that play.
he wasn't down until he rolled over.
That's a great play. And again, Stevenson. You don't play
Cam
quarterback
Stevens,
in what, 6 weeks?
2 big plays here.
6 weeks, Frank. You
And
come
then-
in and you probably the biggest play of your career.
Even after the timeout, they're going to go for it.
Well, this is the game, folks.
Well, this is what, snapping at Daz Newsome and just push. They're going to do it, I think. Just snap it to Newsome and push. He's going to have to try to find his way in the end zone.
So it's going to be Hampton's going to go for the win. As Hampton calls timeout, they didn't like that what they saw on defense.
Timeout. Hampton.
Wow.
So Mike Smith and Danny Mitchell out there, the longtime coaching companions, are going to talk this over.
Wow.
And figure out what to do. They saw the defensive lineup.
And here's the touchdown again, Frank, from another angle. Look at Stevenson, 5'6", sticking in
About
there.
ready to get flattened.
And Pulley with a great play by Pulley.
Number 14, Jonathan Griffin on the coverage, and he actually, as he pulls him down, Pulley rolls over him. So Pulley and Bellamy, big catches tonight from the two guys that I thought might benefit from a Daz Newsome double coverage situation.
Well, I was going to say that they had to step up.
They did.
Devin Hunter and a safety were helping out on Daz to take him away from the offense. So those guys had to step up. And now this is probably the biggest play of the year here. Let's see what kind of they're in the same formation.
Crabber fans on their feet. As Daz Newsome looks like he's going to take a direct snap. He's got Traquan Smith to his left.
It's Pulley in the near side. And Hunter's going to, Newsome's going to get, he's going to get a good block. He's going to get in. Touchdown, two-point conversion for Hampton, and they're up by 1.
That was Pulley on the block.
Great block by Pulley. What a game by Pulley.
So Crabbers move ahead for the first time the whole game.
It's still 53 seconds left, people. So we got to keep that in mind.
Certainly don't kick it to Hunter.
Don't kick it to Hunter.
So the Crabbers move ahead.
What a block by Pulley.
Play, and Pulley with just an outstanding
Without
block.
that block.
Oh, he's got him.
Yes.
Got him. We'll see that one again is on the replay as well.
As you see Coach Smith talking to Venezuela, don't kick it in the end zone.
Yeah.
As you see right here, here's Newsome going near
Smith with
side.
a good block.
Oh, yeah. And here's the block. Pulley, great position.
Yeah.
Yes.
He knew not to get him from the back and got him on the side. What an exciting ending of that drive.
What a
now,
play.
53
They were left.
seconds and no timeouts for Indian River.
That's key.
They called those 2 timeouts in the third quarter. I thought they may come in handy in the end.
You called it. They were going to probably go for 2.
That first one came,
scored.
I'm going to say in the first 2 minutes of the third quarter, the first timeout was called.
And you said they were going to go for 2 if they scored, if they try to go for the win, because you didn't want them to try to go to overtime.
Valenzuela was just told that he would have to walk back to high school if he kicks this thing to Hunter. Now, Hunter and, Jermeek.
Yeah, Jermeek, they're dangerous. They get
Jermeek Knight out here. I'm not sure he won't go with one and kick it right back to the 25. Kick it way up in the air and let his team get underneath it. So here comes Valenzuela, the soccer player's first and biggest kick of the season.
Let's see what he does, and that's what he does.
Kicks it tonight.
It's going to go out of bounds. What are you? Well, you don't get a return out of it.
No, but you get to the 35.
At the 40 in high school, isn't it? They can re-kick. I don't know if they can re-kick it or not, but we're going to see.
He's trying to explain what he wants. Coach
Free
Smith
kick.
out now.
Kicked out of bounds.
Oh, you can re-kick.
Elected to re-kick.
You get your choice. So the Braves get the choice, and they're going to re-kick it.
Just kick it in the end zone, please.
Now you really want to kick it, but it's a long way from the 35.
And you know what?
It's from the 40 again. So no, they're going to march it off.
Yeah, he's going to have to kick it. So now you have a situation where they might go for a return here.
Well, he's got to kick it up in the air and let that team get underneath the kick. Get his teammates down there. He's got the fastest guys on the Crabber squad out there now. And Smith is going to point to where he wants it kicked to.
And what worries me is Hunter.
Indian River coaches up here are really upset that Mike Smith practically handed him the ball on the tee. So Valenzuela
They're
tees
going to
it
kick
up
it from
again.
the 35, yeah. And again, Jameek Knight.
And Hunter, they're back at the 20 and 15 respectively.
Venezuela with the kick. There you go. Good kick.
Long kick. It's going to be the Hunter.
That's going to be the Hunter, though.
That's from the 11.
At the 11.
Hunter from the 11.
Let's see what they're going to do. They got him down. Good tackle by Hampton.
Absolutely stuck him. That's number 44 for the Crabbers. 44? Right, coming off right here.
40?
40. I'm going to give somebody Justin Gant. That was a really good tackle.
All right, Frank, here we go. 47 seconds left. Indian River's had success in the passing game, so we got to see what Keyshawn Brown, the transfer from Granby, can do. It's going to be at the 33-yard line.
They're going to have to pass because they can't run. They don't have timeouts. So they're going to drop back.
Drop back the pass, and it's going to be
that's on the ground, I think.
incomplete.
Nope, good, yeah.
Intended for Griffith. He was out of bounds.
But the pass just a little bit short.
As you can see, they're trying to go.
Griffith's had a monster game and just couldn't kick that one off the ground. So 2nd down and 10 for the Braves with 41 seconds to go.
What a game, Frank. 41 seconds, like you said, 29-28 Hampton.
Hampton fans still haven't sat down over here.
I haven't sat down either. Okay.
So Brown gets his play. Coach Farabee's got his squad in there. He's got them 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Crabbers adjust and drop back. The big linemen get down. It's going to be up to them to get to Brown.
All-American Hunter is in there to block.
Linebackers got to stay back.
It's going to be thrown. It's going to be intercepted.
Oh, almost picked off.
Did they call a flag? I thought I saw something. No flag. Good play on defense.
Well, he just backed up like basketball player and had his fanny on the receiver and was able to knock the ball down.
Indian River's going for the perimeter, not going inside at all, so they can try to get out of bounds. Because they don't get the first down, the clock runs. They don't have any timeouts. So it's going to be 35 seconds left. 29-28 Hampton. Brown shotgun. Griffith and Knight near side.
Rolls left this
Brown,
time.
he just told me rolls. Looks like he's going to go deep.
Throw it up. Daz has got a bead on it.
And it's incomplete.
And his own teammate knocked it out of his hand. Daz had a bead on it. The 2 of them both had big eyes on that play and we're going to try to haul it in, but tipped it away.
Intended for Christopher.
But 2 of them on the coverage. Very good play.
Very good coverage. 20. This is it, Frank. Last play of the game here. 4th and 10. Obviously, they're going to go downfield with the throw. It's 4th down.
27 seconds.
I would assume that Hampton plays somewhat of a prevent defense, but we'll.
Well, they look like it.
Yeah.
Daz Newsom back what we call Ronald Curry territory. You know, back about 30 yards. Now he comes up. He's got to pay attention. They're going to go. 4 down linemen, 4-man rush.
Brown, shotgun.
Hunter rolls left, and Hunter's going to get in the open field. Now you got to tackle.
Got to tackle him. If he tackles him, the game is over. Did he get the first down? He got it. First down, Indian River.
Well, he also got out of bounds.
Yeah, he stopped the clock with 19 seconds left. It's going to be, I think, at the 45. What a play by Devin Hunter.
Now, smart play called by Coach Farabee as he's able to get the first down and get another chance here. He's got 19 seconds left, still no timeout, so he's got to keep the ball moving.
That play's been there all night for Hunter.
It has been.
In the flat. He just comes out of the flat and he gets that first down.
And then man-to-man kind of tackle situation. If you don't get him.
And I didn't think he was going to get it, but I mean,
he's tough to get man-to-man. You know that. Receiver's not set. Yeah, it's a penalty. So this is let the clock run. Let him run.
Yes.
Picked off, and they're going to decline the penalty.
They're going to decline the penalty. That could be it, folks. Who was it on the interception?
I can't see.
Looks like it's Groggins, 22.
Tariq Groggins comes down with an interception. They're going to decline the penalty. That's been the Indian River's Achilles heel all night is these formation penalties. The quarterback is not looking to his right to see if his receiver's set. So the Crabbers grab victory out of the jaws of defeat.
What a game.
Against a valiant and very well played, in a very well played game against a well coached team.
Absolutely.
So the Crabbers here are going to take a knee.
What a game.
And that's going to do it. The Crabbers advance in a tough one, a character builder really for both teams, but certainly for Hampton as they move forward.
That's the last timeout.
And like I said, Hampton hasn't been in a situation like this, I think, since the Bethel game. So they're not used to these close games. This could definitely help as they go further in the playoffs.
Well, the Indian River's done such a great job on Daz Newsome tonight, and the other guys, Pulley and Bellamy, have stepped up big time.
And you know, Frank, the
and
rest of the
Cam
way.
Stevenson.
Oh my goodness. I mean, what? You don't play quarterback all year, and you come in and make 2 huge throws. The throw to Bellamy before the touchdown to Pulley.
The one that looked like I threw it?
No, sorry, it was the Daz Newsome. Yes,
yeah.
the duck, like you threw it.
But he threw it past the first down marker.
Yes.
That's all he had to do was throw it past the first down marker. And
5'6",
able to do it.
175. 150, I'm sorry, I gave him 25
So
more
the
pounds.
Crabbers pick up the win here against Indian River, absent any craziness here.
Yes. What a game. So they get revenge from last year's game.
And that's going to do it as they get revenge. But what a well-played game. The two teams have fought it out, and the Crabbers come up with a win 29-28. A 2-point conversion by Daz Newsome off the block from
huge.
Burnell Pulley. And I got to give Mr. Pulley.
Oh, man.
And Cam Stevens, I don't know. We'll give them both player of the game.
Actually, him, Bellamy, and Pulley.
What a wonderful performance by the guys that have kind of been in the wings all year long. And for Indian River, I thought Dietrich Perkins was terrific. Devin Hunter was as advertised. And the quarterback, of course, Keyshawn Brown played what we expected.
Yes.
Well, the Crabbers move on. Don't know who their opponent is. They're going to get either the number 2 or number 3 seeds in Division 5 South A, 5A, B, 27/12, whatever division we're in now. But this is going to be a good game next week. They're going to be right back here at Darling, I imagine, as a top seed. We'll see who they got. They got the winner tonight of Norview and Salem. That's who they play in round 3 of the playoffs. There are 5 rounds this year, so get out here next Friday night, 7 o'clock, right here at Darling, and then come on out tomorrow. We'll root the Phoebus Phantoms on. We want to see a big crowd out here at Darling on both nights. So great game. Congratulations to Indian River. They played very well and thought they had the game won, but a little combination.
That's it.
We'll see you next week.
See you next time.
For Wube Gabray and the whole team here is Frank Edgar saying good night from Darling. Final score, the Hampton High School Crabbers 29, Indian River Braves 28.